Here we go.
Hello, Bugs. You're listening to Stick Drift, a bi-weekly show where we talk about the world of video games and the culture surrounding them. I am your annoyed host, Power Glover, and with me is...
Noah Rada.
It's got nothing to do with this, but anyway, we'll get through it and I'll talk about it. If you like it or you hate it, what you rate it, follow the Rule of Cool, leave a like on that mic. You can find us on YouTube at StickDriftPodYT, on Twitter /X. We are just rolling through this. At StickDriftYT. And lastly, on our Facebook page, Stick Drift. We're also on Spotify. Each of our content has its own channel, so for specific podcasts, please subscribe to each to make sure you get the newest audio content in your feed. Noah, do you like titters just as much as I do?
Yeah, that's where I get all the good stuff,
Yeah, I mean, that's where I find all my unmentionable stuff.
That's right.
That's right. Anyway, I'm annoyed because I had some... Yeah, exactly. I had some crap happen to me tonight. My tire blew as I was coming home tonight. And I talked to you about it a little bit, but some people, I just want to give them a big hug. Very strong hug. And maybe suplex them into the nearest shelf.
Suplex them like Saban suplexes the Phantom Train.
Absolutely. Now you know what that is. That's good. That's good. You're learning. You're learning about good video games for once.
Well, what do you mean by that? I mean, I played good stuff.
We were just talking about Bubsy. We were talking about Bubsy 3D.
Yeah, it's a great game.
And you liked that game.
I do. I like that game. It's not a good game, but I like that game.
Okay, all right. At least you're not as far gone as I thought you were. So I mean, I think we're good on that. Oh man, Bubsy. But they tried to make Bubsy happen a lot,
Yeah.
Like they can never hack it. I guess it's kind of fun what they're trying to do with Bubsy 4D.
Yeah.
The whole idea, like, hey, he kind of sucks. Let's make him like an actually good game. So.
Yeah, I think we talked about that one a little bit before on the pod, because they're doing this similar thing to where to like Nuts and Bolts. Nuts and Bolts was like, we're gonna do this Banjo-Kazooie thing, but those old games you guys like, they actually sucked, Whereas with Bubsy, like, the old games did suck, so like there's actually merit to those jokes.
Yeah, there might be. They might be onto something a little bit, but the idea that they're,
it's those Demon Turf devs though, so they're gonna do a good job with it. It's gonna be a fun romp, I think.
What's it? Fabraz? Is that their name? Fabraz? I think that is.
Yes, it's close to that.
Okay. Yeah, it looks cool. That's a next year game though, isn't it?
Yeah, Fabraz. Yep. Fabraz. That is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I just remember the word Febreze. I'm like, their name is close to that, so it's easy to remember when you have little ciphers like that.
The internet's gonna crash though when that game drops. That's for sure. Everyone's looking forward to that.
It's gonna hit 700,000 concurrents on Steam.
Yep.
And it'll be everyone's favorite game.
Yep. First half of 2026.
I wonder how. First half, okay. That feels like a March-ish game. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Sure. You got nothing else to play. You got Bubsy 40, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
I'll play.
You're like, oh, this game is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they just put out like the the Bubsy compilation on consoles at least, and I probably PC, but I think it's I don't want to talk out of my dear ear, so I will look it up, but it's definitely Bubsy 3D. I know that. I think it's like the first couple Bubsies as well. I know we're very Bubsy forward on this podcast. We'll move on, I promise. But, I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see what Bubsy has in store for us at some point. So I might get that. Compilation. We'll see. Anyway, no more Bubsy. You're going to Japan soon. Are you excited about that?
Yeah. Maybe I'll meet Bubsy in person. That's totally where he hails from.
I hope not. He'll probably get you in an alley and take all your money.
He's not even a Japanese IP.
I know, but you never know where this guy's at. Bubsy. He's one of those world travelers. He's been around for a while.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's,
they had the last one they had was that Woolies Strike Back.
yes.
And that thing, I didn't hear a lot about that thing. I heard that it was just like a kind of game.
Right. Yeah, it didn't seem like it blew anybody's hair back necessarily.
No.
I don't know if this new one has that game in it, like this compilation. I don't know if it does. It might just have every Bubsy game. I don't know. But it came out the other day. It's like $20. I should check that out.
The Perfect Collection. That's got
Perfect Collection.
yeah, that's got everything except for that that newer one.
Okay, okay.
Yep. It's got Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind.
Yes.
And then it's got Bubsy 2. Then it's got
gotta have that.
Bubsy in Fractured Furry Tales. That was exclusive on the Jaguar, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's
If they
rescued
kept it
from
on
the
there,
Jaguar. Yeah. And then Bubsy 3D.
It's the Atari Jaguar, right? I'm pretty sure that's the
Yeah, Atari Jaguar, yep.
It's funny because like Atari owns, don't they own Bubsy? I'm pretty sure they own Bubsy.
Well, they like to publish Bubsy.
I think they just straight up own him now. Maybe they bought the rights or something.
Maybe that's right.
Because I think this compilation is from Atari, and then
It's published
new
by
one from
Atari. It's developed by Limited Run.
Okay, interesting. So they must be just doing all the up-res work and stuff.
Yeah, I guess Limited Run has like its own like dev house now for.
Interesting. They used to only do like the
Distribution.
Games, so
Yeah.
distribution. Yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to check that out. $20 is it's a very small hill to jump over to get something like that. So, and just it's an interesting historical piece because of Bubsy 3D, honestly. So, I will check that out at some point. Maybe on next podcast you'll hear about my thoughts on it, and you'll probably get this too, right?
Yeah, I'll probably get this thing at some point. Yeah, I like Bubsy.
Yeah,
I think
I've
it's
never
an
played all
okay.
the other Bubsy games, but
I haven't
I
either.
played Bubsy
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played some of Bubsy 3D, and I promptly put it down after having doing so. But yeah, Noah's going on his big Japan vacation. Not to get too in the weeds, but he's gone for 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Boy, that's exciting. I'm gonna actually miss you at that point. I'll be like,
Dang.
when is he coming? Is he gonna come back? Import him back, please. Please
Import him back.
Not deport. Import him. Import him like goods and service.
Real.
Yeah, put him through the mail, preferably.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. But yeah, quiet week mostly. It's kind of like the calm before the proverbial storm with you going out of the country. And honestly, there's a Switch Direct got announced today. So
Yeah.
more video games on the way, kind of like filling up the back end of Nintendo's year, which I'm excited about. So yeah. As for our stuff, we have a couple things in the hopper. Noah's looking to edit a couple things, including a review of that Deltarune. What's out for Deltarune, chapters 1 through 4 with our buddy Slade. You'll get to meet Slade. He's a sweet little boy, and he's got thoughts about Deltarune and Undertale. It's kind of a, what would you call that? Is that like a review of everything, Toby? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we touch on a little bit of everything. I think we even talk about like the little we briefly mentioned the little Earthbound ROM hack that he did. I don't think any of us ever actually played it, but
okay, we did. We talked about Off as well slightly because of his contributions to that.
Yeah.
Inspirations. So, yeah, there's a little bit of Off talk too, which I would like to beat Off at some point.
Yeah,
Just gonna say that.
It's fun. It's fun, beating Off.
Yeah, I played about an hour of it. Yeah, but I honestly I should have added it in the rundown. I haven't really talked about it. But,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll probably.
I like that
some
game.
point.
I gotta get back to that thing. I got a little bit RPG'd out and trying to play some other stuff, but
You said it's not that long though. It's like
no,
it's like
it's like
mid-tier
10 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Power played Off. I will add that to the rundown. It won't be much. It'd be almost a mention of it, but yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, it's about as long as like an Outer Wilds, like the base game of that game.
Which we'll also talk about. Thank goodness. We'll have a big old chat about that here pretty soon. I'm excited to pick your brain about it because I watched you play a lot of that game, so I'm excited to get your complete thoughts on that. type thing. But that's what we got going on. We got Deltarune coming up. We're gonna get this Dark Souls thing done. I promise. I keep saying it, but we're gonna get it done. I'd like to get it done before we start another one because we want to start another one at some point.
Yeah.
So, that and Shampoo. Noah's finished his run through of Shampoo. I have yet to, but I would like to finish it. So I think that's what I'm going to be planning to do in the coming weeks while he's gone, probably. So, yeah. With that, Kirby, you've been playing that new DLC, right? Forgotten. Starcross World is the DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Right? Did I get all that? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
the name of this package. The name of this package is Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Switch 2 edition, plus Starcross World. That is the full. That's the full title of this thing.
That's.
What do you think of it?
That's its name that it was given by its mother, who's not Sakurai.
HAL Laboratory came and birthed this game and said this DLC shall be named this long ass name.
They always have like that. They have that like logo with like that little like thing with like the eggs.
Yeah, the dog eggs.
The eggs.
Yeah.
What's up with the dog eggs?
I don't know. When I see that, I always get a little. Okay, so
it's a weird logo.
It is a weird logo. It brings to mind like, oh, this dog's eggs. But like, I go like, could the dog be protecting the eggs? Perhaps there's the chicken mother died. I wonder.
Okay. Here's the dog eggs. You ready for this? I looked it up.
I am ready for this. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
The dog eggs is named Inu Tamago. Inu Tamago.
This is what the logo's name, like the thing.
Yes,
in the logo?
the thing in the logo is Inu Tamago. I think like Inu is dog and Tamago is egg, something like that.
Like Shiba Inu. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Inuyasha. I get it. Oh my goodness.
Now
I did not know that.
Learn Japanese. You're learning Japanese with the Stick Drift show today.
I'm learning so much.
So anyways, Inu Tamago depicts a dog incubating eggs. It's meant to represent an unexpected bond, one that brings the birth of something new.
It looks like a dog had eggs, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dog that had eggs. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the dog doing? Yeah.
Drinking too much sake over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's every time I see that logo.
Well, okay, now we know why it's a weird logo. It was created by Shigesato Itoi, so that would be why. Yeah. Earthbound guy.
Sure. Yep. That would be Yep, that sounds right. Didn't what's his name? Didn't Iwata work on Earthbound? I think he did, didn't he? I think he did the code for that game, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was Earthbound.
Yep.
For sure. I miss Iwata. He was such a sweetheart. He really was. Everyone loved him. He did the right thing back then where, like, when they needed to lay off people, he just took a pay cut, which no one ever does, and as an executive, so can't respect that. Can't help but respect that man enough, you know. So that's good. But anyway, sorry. Going back to the HAL conversation with Kirby. So I don't know. Do you want to talk about the Kirby controversy, or just want to get into the game because we had a Kirby?
Wait, we had a Kirby controversy? I don't remember this.
With do you want to get into this, or do you want to just move on? Because we can move on.
We don't really have to get into it. It was just something.
I'll keep it brief. I'm not going to get into it, but it was one of those things where it's just like something was secret. It was like a dev room. It was hidden. We're not going to get into it too much. And we're like, how'd you get there? It seems like you looked up a video and tried to tell us you did, but whatever. It's fine.
I don't think that's the case though. Is what the conclusion I got to. So.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a slight scandal.
It just seemed like one of those funny things to like be like, ooh, what's going on here, to like hyperanalyze, and also like
oh, did I find this by myself or did I look up a YouTube video?
Yeah, it's also like is there some pirate software going on here, so
I have an idea. Spends 15 minutes looking at his freaking Windows phone, and then he looks up and goes, I got an idea.
I have an idea.
Pretty good. Anyway, we beat around the bush enough. What did you think of this DLC?
It's serviceable. Yeah.
It's a lot of the same game, but with sparkly crystal diamond things.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what you'd expect for a Kirby DLC, right? You can't...
Sure.
It's going to be more of the same. But, I mean, they could have mixed things up just a little bit more than they did. Especially with the final boss of that thing. It's very disappointing. I'll just say that much.
So, did you beat the original game before you played the DLC?
Yep.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yep.
I'm pretty partial to that final boss in the original game. It's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. And I guess spoiler warning.
Oh, spoiler for Kirby, the Hot Lord.
Yeah, the boss of that DLC is just an slightly upgraded version of that regular final boss.
He's just got star stuff on him.
Yeah, he's got the crystal crap. That's basically it. It's
he's been
like
terastalized?
Yeah, it's his brother apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that thing's name? I forget what that thing's name.
Elphilinus.
Elphilinus, yeah. It's like
so this thing is like Meteonis Elphilinus, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And it's it has like a second phase that's like, remember when he does like the attack where like he makes like the big version of himself?
Yep.
You actually get to fight the big version of himself.
Interesting.
So it's kind of interesting. And then he's got like a third phase where he just like is like a ball and you have to like shatter. He has like a crystal health bar that you have to shatter before you can actually damage him.
Okay, interesting.
So it's a 3-phase fight, but it's not too difficult if you've already beat the base game 100%, like I had.
Yeah, you did everything, right?
Yeah, I did everything in that game. Because that base game, like once you complete like the Fargo Isles and get the Morpho sword, you're pretty powerful with that Morpho sword. That thing's busted.
Okay. Yeah. You've beaten the entire thing. Did you get all the stuff in the DLC too? Like you 100% of everything?
I didn't bother getting all of the gacha things in the DLC because I ran out of the coins, and it costs like a ridiculous amount of the coins to do pulls for those.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to do all the grind for that.
Are there repeats of that as well?
What do you mean?
Like the gacha stuff, or no? Like when you pull that gacha, are you gonna get a new thing, or is it always?
Yeah, you'll get. You can get 2 repeats before it'll give you a unique one. It'll guarantee you a unique. So.
Guaranteed. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I played that whole original game. Really, really liked it. I think that game's great. I played about an hour of the DLC. I haven't played too much of it. I haven't finished it, and I was like, this seems like an asset swap, or building upon previous levels.
Yeah, it's a little. It's not an asset swap. Like they do have unique levels in there, but they're just in those same locations. So I played through that DLC at the same time that I was playing through the base game, because you can kind of do that alongside it, and it just made the game drag out a little bit more, I felt like.
Yeah, so for most people that have this DLC, what's happening is you've probably played this game, you probably own it, and you're probably just doing the upgrade, like the $20 upgrade, right?
Sure, yeah.
It sounds like for what they're charging, it's a little slight, would you say?
Yeah, this should have been like a $10 DLC, I think.
I think they're charging $10 for the upgrades, which are great. I think that it looks really good, really sharp. But then I think it might be $10 for the DLC. Like if I was breaking it out of my head.
It looks good, and The biggest issue I have with it is that like distant objects like are at a really bad frame rate, like 5 or 10 frames per second kind of frame rate.
Oh wow, still that's
Yeah.
interesting. You'd think they'd fix that. But,
No, they didn't.
I mean, the textures look pretty good. It runs pretty flawlessly in terms of
Yeah.
just you moving around.
The-
It's a very sharp looking game.
Yeah, the other beef I have with that game is that the cutscenes, I always felt like I was missing an audio channel. Like,
Oh.
I don't know. It just, the cutscenes, like, have, like, a lot of, like,
It's like a mono or something.
not even that. I mean, it just, there's not a lot of, like, sound effects going on in those cutscenes. So, like, you get, like, the
so it's
music.
very, like, yeah.
It's like very barren. Like those cutscenes, a lot of times were like very barren to where like there wasn't a whole lot of sound effects going on. Where I felt like there should be like whooshing sounds or like Kirby going or stuff like that. You know, it's just like the music and then like Kirby running around. It's like make him make some noises or something. Like I don't know. It just felt weird. It just felt weird. So.
It's that thankless job of Foley in media. Like, whenever it's in there, you don't want to really notice it.
Yeah.
But like, and that means it's successful because it feels like it's blended. But when you're without it, you really do notice it. You're like, what?
Yeah,
Where's
and
the
that's kind of how I was feeling. So I wasn't too hot on most of those cutscenes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I intend to play more of it. I think it'll be fun to just play. I'm trying to just get through Donkey Kong. I'm not going to even bring it up this podcast because I'm just know I'm still playing that. At some point, I'm going to get everything. I'm just really taking my time with it because I get burnt out easily. Kirby will be the next thing I probably plug away at in terms of completing something. So.
Yeah, that Kirby thing's not too terrible to complete. How far had you gotten into it? Like your first attempt?
Like an hour. Like the first couple levels, honestly. Maybe not even.
I mean, like, okay, so you never beat that thing originally, or did you?
I did beat the original game. I did.
Did you get like all the stuff in that original game, or did you just?
Okay. I did not. Nope. I was like 65-70% through.
Okay.
I got a fair amount, but not all.
Yeah, I've got 100% in the base game. I just didn't bother 100%ing that DLC with the gotchas. It's the only thing I didn't do on the DLC, but I got all the gotchas in the base game.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, I will say that probably the best part of that game is like besides like that main story ending sequence. I guess the best couple parts are like the Morpho Knight fight at the end of like the Fargo Island is really cool. But like mechanically, the best fight is the chaotic elf villainous fight that you get at the end of the like super arena. That thing's brutal. I went in that thing like very unprepared, and I almost died. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually Kirby games are very easy, so hearing that it's brutal is interesting.
Yeah, that thing was rough. It had multiple phases, and like that last phase is like really rough. Does a ton of damage. It's you know how when you're going up to the final boss sequence and it's like, now let the show begin. It does that when you get to the second phase of that like super final boss. It's like, now let the show begin, and it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool build up. I liked that.
Interesting. That is cool. Yeah, that is cool. I'm going to probably finish all that at some point. So that's on my list. But you did like it. You just didn't love it, sort of thing.
Yeah. It had some high notes, but for the most part, it was kind of just mediocre. I was just playing it because I like those 3D collectathon sort of things. So I'm like, I'll play this. I might like this. And yeah, it was fine, but it wasn't wasn't life changing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's
It,
bad. I wouldn't say it's like boring, but it's just a fine game.
yeah. Yeah. You liked it just fine. That's a good rating for that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much I'll update it. I'll probably just, if I do finish it, I'll just mention that I finished it. I'm
Yeah.
not.
It,
It's experiential. There's not a lot of story.
there's not a lot of substance to that game. Like I've talked about like the most important pieces of that game, so sorry to anyone who didn't want to get spoiled on that game, but there it is. Those are like the highlights of the game. So
I mean, you can get spoiled, but having context is important too. So
yeah,
that's probably fine. No spoiler warnings. You guys are big boys and girls. It's fine.
I gave a spoiler warning it earlier, so
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's Kirby. I'll play more of that at some point. But you've been playing some more mech stuff.
Yeah,
so
I like mech stuff.
First, you do like mech stuff. That might be the most things you like is mech stuff. So Daemon X Machina. Is that how you pronounce it, or is it just Daemon Machina?
I've always called it Daemon X Machina, but it might be Daemon Machina, like Hunter x Hunter.
There's an X there, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. There's an X there, Hunter x Hunter, and I'm like,
pronunciation. Here we go.
I'm sure it's Ex Machina, probably because of Ex Machina.
Okay, here's pronouncing Daemon. We already know how to pronounce Daemon.
Yeah, it's got the AE. We know that. Yeah, Daemon Ex Machina Titanic Scion. Which is, I assume, a sequel to the first? I assume? I don't know. I haven't played enough of that first one. I mean, you haven't either, right?
I didn't even know there was a first one.
Really? On Switch? Yeah, there's that first one. Yeah, I didn't know you didn't know that. Yeah, it's isn't it from Marvelous? Isn't that what
Yeah,
it is?
Marvelous, yep. Marvelous is the publisher, First
is,
Studio is the developer, I think? Or no, I guess both of them are developers, but
okay.
First Studio I feel like are the ones that are like in the weeds on that. So they feel like a studio that's like just developing this thing and that's it. A Daemon
yeah, I'm not
Ex Machina. Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, that's probably we'll
watered down armored core game with a totally forgettable story. Not a bad game by any means. That's kind of how I would describe it too, Reddit.
Okay, so you do agree with that then? So yeah, get into it a little bit. What do you like? What do you don't? What do you not like?
Yeah, I'm about 8 to 10 hours into this thing, and it's got all of the pieces to make like a good one of these things, but just like the execution is a little wonky, and like the story just doesn't matter at all. And it's got a lot of like weird design choices that I don't like, and also it kind of barely runs on the Switch 2, and I think it also barely just runs on other consoles as well. Like on PC, I don't think that thing runs too great.
So it's just an optimization thing, you think? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on all like major consoles and PC. I got it on Switch too, but I'll say it runs okay, but the load times are like worse than any PS1 game. Like,
oh wow, that bad?
They're extremely long. They're like multi-minute load times between areas.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty big deal breaker, honestly.
Yeah. There's some pretty brutal load times. I mean, if you can get past the load times, it's not bad. But
I'm looking at this one.
It's cool. It's got some cool like, you know, gameplay. Mech designs are all right. They're like they're more like suits, like exosuits, than true mechs, I'd say. Because they're just like they're human sized mechs that you kind of just like wear as like a suit, basically. So
Gotcha.
they Yeah, and if they've got this weird design choice that they have like this mutation system basically that you can use to mutate your character to give them like different skills and buffs and things. But if you use that system, then you change how your character looks. Like your character's appearance mutates with it. And so like they have like this in-depth character creator, and then as soon as you start messing with that system, you're kind of just messing with a lot of like the work that you did in your character creator. And I'm like someone that goes hard on character creators, and so like messing with my character that I spent like 2 hours creating, I'm like, that's thank you. I didn't want my character to have these like spikes on them and stuff. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that happens in Avowed as well. Like, there's an option to have like, so basically you're like this plant person in Avowed, from Obsidian. They made Outer Worlds and New Vegas and all that. But there's like a thing where like you have to have these plants growing out of your head, and you can take them off cosmetically. But like when you talk to conversation, they'll be like, "Yo, you have plants growing out of your head," and you're like, "My face is clean."
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. There is an option to get rid of those, but it costs like an egregious amount of credits because like you get like like where I'm at, you get like maybe 2,000-3,000 credits per mission, and it costs like 190,000 credits.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, okay, my character is going to be without clothes for a very long time because I can't equip clothes now that my character has these spikes on their shoulders.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's so weird. Bad. It's so weird. Like, give me like a clothing option that works with the spikes on my shoulders. But no, I just can't wear clothes.
What? Because of cosmetic?
And maybe also, there's some cosmetics that I can get down the line in the game. I'm still kind of close to the beginning of the game, but
it seems kind of... It just doesn't seem very well made, I guess. Like, it feels very budget, I would say. And the ratings for this game, the user ratings are very low, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, I like the game's like loop. I like the gameplay of it. If the load times were better, and some of the weird design decisions weren't there, and it's not great graphically, especially like some of like the ground textures I've noticed are like pretty egregious. Like they're like Pokemon-esque ground textures,
Oh yeah.
Like look like they belong in a PS2. So the game's fine. It might be better in multiplayer. I haven't tried it multiplayer. I've just been playing through it single player. Yeah, it's got fairly in-depth multiplayer from the looks of it. Like you can go through like the entire thing with friends. But just going through it single player, I've been doing all right. The game kind of pushes you into build diversity. And the Armored Core games can do that, but usually they'll let you just get by with whatever play style you prefer. And that's kind of what I like to do in those games, because I have a preferred play style. This game's like, no, this mission you have to use this build, this mission you have to use this build. And it's just a design decision that I'm not huge on. But, I mean, this thing is, it's like, you play this thing if you really like mech games and you don't have enough to play. Because there aren't a whole lot of these things that that nail like the mech customization, and on that front this game does a great job of like the nitty gritty mech customization piece. So there's enough options, and it's not as in depth as an Armored Core, but there's enough options. Or even like a Doll's Nest. Doll's Nest was better than this thing, way better than this thing. If you're gonna play one of these things that's not Armored Core, just play Doll's Nest. That thing's like $20, best $20 you'll ever spend, easily. So
Yeah, it seems like a good deal. I saw some gameplay of that recently. It looks a lot better than Daemon X Machina.
Yeah. Daemon X Machina, it's jittery is like the worst part about that gameplay of it. I don't feel nearly as in control in that game.
Sure.
Maybe it's because
Sorry, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt. It kind of reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles, but like if it were underbaked. That's kind of what it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what this thing looks like. Yeah, I think of this thing as like the code game or code vein of mech games. So
that's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
Wow, that is very evocative. I kind of like.
Yeah. It like neither of the like this game nor Code Vein are bad games. They're just better games.
No.
There's better games than these games. And yeah, I tried to build my mech to, my specifications, and it just doesn't quite perform exactly as it doesn't perform as good as my equivalent in Armored Core 6 and Doll's Nest, basically.
Gotcha.
So comparing, like, I like high speed and high handling. Those are like the two things that I like. Like the less ground resistance, the better. And in Doll's Nest, like, you can just completely eliminate ground resistance and just hover on the ground, and that just feels so nice for like handling and mobility. Like, they have like the option to have like grounded legs as well in Doll's Nest. You have a lot of build variety in Doll's Nest, and that's kind of maybe an unfair comparison comparing these things, but at the same time, like, Doll's Nest was that was the visual novel people that put that thing out.
Right.
The visual novel people put out, like, I would argue that game has maybe more customization than Armored Core 6. So, like,
that's what you come to those games for, is that customization.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you don't have. I'm enjoying my time with it. It's I have to take it in like chunks because I get frustrated with it. There was like a mission that I was trying to do recently that was just like I couldn't figure out how this mission was humanly possible. Because you have to defend this base with like these 4 pylons on like the 4 corners of it from an onslaught of attackers that come from all directions, and the pylons like are destroyed like instantaneous as soon as like the enemies spawn, like unless you had like some like weapon of mass destruction to get rid of like one side of like the enemies. Like I just don't see how this thing's possible solo. Like, maybe with friends you could do it, but solo, I just don't think this is possible. Because even if you protect one of the pylons, you only have to protect one, but even if you protect, like, the one on one side, then the other ones, once they destroy their pylons, they just come and go to the one pylon. Like, I think you'd either have to be, like, an extremely overpowered character, or you'd have to do that thing with friends.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, Doll's Nest. I was on the verge of buying it the other day, and I'm like, will I play this right now? Probably not. I do want to play it, but I don't know. I just don't think I'll have.
Is that thing on? That thing's only on console, is that right? Or on PC? Is that right?
I have a PC, and it'd be playable. Yeah,
okay.
It would be.
Yeah, that thing doesn't require crazy specs or anything to play.
Yeah, that's kind of what I took from it. So
the thing's got a 4.5 on Steam. Like,
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
9 out of 10 on Steam. Yeah. It just doesn't have a lot of like media coverage for some reason. Like, it wasn't advertised very much. I think if that thing was advertised more, I think a lot more people would have been talking about it. Because,
sure.
Like, even for people who don't like mech games, like, I think that thing, for, like, people who just like action RPGs, is a really great, game.
Right. Well, yeah, Daemon X Machina. I played, like I said, I think a few podcasts ago, I played the demo years ago on Switch, and that it ran badly back then, too. And I was just like,
Yeah,
this seems kind of bad.
like I said, this one runs fine. Like, I don't think I've noticed, like, slowdown at all. It's more so just those load times, is what I mean.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, if you can stomach that, it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah. It's also an open world game, which I'm not a huge fan of, like, open world stuff. It's a kind of a small open world from the looks of it. Like, it's got, like, open zones almost, so it's not, like, that open world, but you just, like, have, like, your missions take place in this, like, open zone type area, and like, you'll run out there to do things like look for like treasure and like beacon signals, and just find like random logs and do random like missions from logs. Like simple little things like transporting like a canister from point A to point B without flying, something like that. It's just like those little like types of things that you do in the open zone type gameplay, and I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's just I'm not wowed by it or anything. I just kind of like it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. When you told me you were playing that, I was like, huh, okay. Because the sequel's out on everything, but like that first one, I think it's still on PC and Switch, if not just Switch. So it's interesting. It's like a Octopath Traveler second one. Everything after the fact, and Octopath was on Switch for longer than that, and then it finally came. So maybe that'll happen with the original Daemon.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. Honestly, that's not my game. I don't think I'll ever play it personally, but
yeah, it's not most people's game. I don't think. I like that thing okay, but
I do like Armored Core 6 though. I need to get back to
that game. Fantastic game. Probably the best story that FromSoft has ever written. So
I like Bloodborne personally better, but I haven't seen the end of that one either. So yeah, of Armored Core anyway. But.
Yeah, Armored Core 6 has fantastic story. That yeah, there's 3 endings. You need to play through all 3 of those endings to really understand that game. But
gotcha. Okay. I really like that Keanu Reeves short from Secret Level. That was a cool short.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was like a mech. He was like he's like an older generation mech driver, which is cool. So
yeah.
Secret Level mixed bag, but there's some really good ones. The Outer Worlds one was great. That one was great. The Warhammer 40K one. That's my favorite one. Love that one. Everything else is kind of like.
You didn't like the Sony slop one?
Yeah, not my thing. No. Kratos makes an appearance, and I got a little chub for that.
Oh yeah, The the ones that I liked were like the stupid like the there was one that was like for what is it, Lost World or something, Lost Ark, something like that.
Lost Ark probably.
Yeah, that one was alright. It was kind of stupid, but I liked it alright. And then the one for like that Chinese like mobile game or whatever.
Yeah,
that one was like alright too. Yeah.
Story wise, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That
was
and the ones I wanted more of, the Mega Man one was far too short.
That one was insanely short. I don't think I really liked that one that much, but it was okay. But
because there's not much there. They don't do much. I mean, you can't like or dislike it.
Yeah.
And the Spelunky one I liked a fair bit because I like Spelunky.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like I said, mixed bag.
The
Outer Worlds one's excellent though. I love that one.
The Unreal Tournament one was pretty cool.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
that one was pretty cool. Yep.
That was cool. That actually had a more fleshed out story.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. I didn't really have strong feelings about the Outer Worlds one. I thought that one was fine, but
I like the game a lot, so like that really resonated with me. Okay, yeah. be just being a peon in this universe with corporate greed and
Yeah, that's kind of what that game is.
So the thing that so I basically like I want this is the way that it's gonna. I mean, this is the next thing. I think Secret Level they already announced season 2. I think just to get funding for the thing, they're probably going to pitch studios on it, like or game companies to go like, hey, can we make a thing for your thing? And I think that's probably gonna. They probably have to sell their soul to a couple Chinese devs that games, right? You'll probably see like a freaking oh my gosh, like World of Tanks or something, something like that,
Yeah, World of Tanks just did a version 2.0, so yeah, they're probably going to be pushing themselves pretty heavly. You don't drop a 2.0 and not try and do a marketing push. So
all the people that all the people in Russia love.
Yeah, I mean, like if they bring back the Girls in Panzer collab, then maybe I'll check that thing out again. But that was the last time I checked that thing out.
Girls in Panzer, yeah, that. I just it feels like one of the bigger games in the world. It's like I don't. World of Tanks. But
yeah.
I digress. Maybe they'll have a Raid Shadow Legends episode of Secret Level. You excited about that? That'd be cool. No? Okay. Well, tell me how you really feel.
Hey, listen, they had the best one already, which was the Concord one, so.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
How could you forget? It was the best one.
They put out an episode for a game that does not exist anymore. That's insane.
It's so awesome. I love that for them.
Now that Concord's dead and Silksong is out, which we'll talk about here very shortly, there's no video game memes anymore. Like, what do we turn to? Beyond Good and Evil? Like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Beyond Good and Evil?
Honestly, it's probably Bloodborne.
Bloodborne PC. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
that's
Bloodborne, patch or whatever,
I mean, most people just want a PC. Like, most people that are gaming these days have, like, a gaming PC and just want Bloodborne on PC. That's kind of the sentiment.
I'll tell you this. I'd probably get a PC over anything console-related coming up. Except for, I would get that PlayStation handheld. I will definitely get that. I am a huge handheld person and a PlayStation person. I will play the Everlook. That sounds awesome. But yeah, whatever. It's whatever. Anyway, moving on a little bit. This is kind of a late ad, but you up. I don't know how much time you've had with this necessarily, but you've played that League of Legends sometimes, so they've allowed you to play 2XKO. It's a tag fighter, right? With the League of Legends.
Yeah, it's got the.
Yeah, sorry, real quick. Is it a Riot Forge sort of thing, or is it like from Riot, like direct?
I don't know who made this thing.
Because like the Riot Forge thing is like this publishing program to make League of Legends branded video games with League of Legends characters from other studios.
This thing is just Riot Games.
Okay, so it's not Riot Forge then.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like another offshoot thing. I don't know. It feels weird because like they're like Valve in that way where they have more God. They can just spend time making a video game. They just like, I don't know. Who knows when this game's out because Marvel comes out and I wonder if it's going to steal its thunder. I don't know how you feel.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember the exact controls of Marvel Took on Fighters, but this one is one of the like more simplistic. It takes things from like more simplistic anime fighters. So it's cut out like quarter circles and half circles and things like that. And you just have like button direction and button inputs basically, or like double button inputs. Like your inputs are all just a combination of two buttons basically, or just mashing a button. Like mashing light, mashing heavy, mashing medium, or just like a combination of like two like special in a direction and then like a follow up with like any one of your buttons basically. So that's kind of how the buttons are for this thing. There's good and bad to that, I think. I think that like having the quarter circles and half circles like makes it to where you always do what you're intending to do as long as you're hitting those inputs. It also makes it like more technically demanding to string things together so that you're not just like stringing things together for free. So I don't know. There's positives and negatives, I think, to both sort of control schemes. But yeah, I played this thing for a bit last night, and I was just kind of messing around with a friend in the training mode. We were on the same team. You can like queue up with a friend for like duo play and like tag each other in and out basically. So we were kind of practicing against bots for that because he's kind of new to fighting games. So he just kind of wanted to just get familiar with like the overall of the game.
Right.
I was kind of getting familiar with this game, and then I did that for a while, and then I'm like, okay, well, he was done playing. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do my placement matches because you have to do 3 placement matches before you can actually like do normal queues in that game. My first placement match, I don't think I got hit at all, and then my second placement match, they got me to like maybe like 3/4 of my health, so they took like a quarter of my health, and then I beat them. And then my last placement match, it was it was the mirror match. We both had the same 2 characters, and so they were they kind of knew what they were doing, whereas I was just kind of running off of fighting game fundamentals, and so I was kind of watching what they were doing, and then I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. Thanks for showing me how to do that. So I would literally watch them do something to me, and then I would do that same move to them. Like, yeah, okay, this must be what you're supposed to do. So
not annoying at all. They're not trolled by this.
Yeah, and then I ended up. We had a close. The second stock was pretty close. They almost had me, but I ended up hitting him with my my ultimate move from Ari. It's like that. She blows like this like heart kiss thing that's unblockable, and if you get hit by it, then you lose like most of your health. So.
Oh wow.
But it uses all like your super gauge. It uses like 3 bars of super. But they got hit by that. I'm like, okay, well, you're kind of dead now. You shouldn't have got hit by that. So.
Yeah, I don't know much about this game. The look of it looks really nice though. I do like.
Yeah. The graphics are alright. I play mostly Vi. Is what I was playing.
Oh, Vi, sure.
Yeah.
From Arcane, from the show Arcane, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and Ari is probably the closest thing to like a Kaikisuke in this game, so I was kind of messing with her as like my secondary, but I was liking Vi quite a bit. She was a lot of fun. Rushdown. She plays it quite a bit like a Sin Kisuke, so.
Okay. Gotcha. So there is no mention of when this game comes out. This is just the beta?
Yeah, it's just the closed beta. Yep.
Interesting. I wonder when it does come out, because I wonder if we will find out very shortly after its release date's announced. Because they probably want to get ahead of that, I would imagine. But maybe they don't care. I don't know. So that's a weird one.
This is going to be like a free-to-play fighter, right? Whereas Tokon Fighter is going to be like a paid fighter or something. I feel like those are different markets.
Yes.
And Tokon Fighters is also like a PlayStation exclusive, I think.
Maybe. Well, yeah, it's a Sony game.
Yeah.
I would be hard pressed to think that it doesn't make it to PC at some point.
Oh, it's PlayStation 5 and PC, it looks like. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, it's gotta be on PC.
Yeah,
right?
it's
That's
just those two, though. PlayStation 5 and PC.
those are the two places people play fighting games.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense. And also,
Yeah,
like,
I would say
Sony was running Evo, and then they divested of it after the last Evo, so they're no longer running Evo anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. Yeah, they sold it to Saudi investment. So, I don't know. It's interesting to see them get in bed with Arxis to make this thing, but they're not as invested into Evo as a thing anymore. So,
yeah, I think that this is like kind of a dream game for a lot of Marvel fans, really including myself, because this thing's gonna be really good quality. Arxis just puts out great quality games. They don't ever miss. Like Capcom can miss sometimes. Arxis just doesn't really miss.
Well, okay, so Capcom missing is like Street Fighter 5. The game is good, but like everything around it is kind of.
I've heard that people don't like the Marvel versus Capcom world or whatever either. So.
Infinite.
Yeah.
Infinite. Like it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
It didn't used to run very well, but they got it to a state where it's playable. I don't know if you know this streamer, Maximilian Dude. Very, very prominent fighting game streamer in the space. He helped fund part of the mod scene for that game to get it not just playable, but like to improve some things, which is interesting. I don't think it's an official thing, obviously, but he put like a lot of his own money into it, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, as far as it comes to fighting games, the only game in town for me personally would be a Marvel Toy-Con. I will get. That's going to be a great game. So I'm excited to play that. I think that'll be good. Hopefully, hopefully we find out pretty soon when that comes out. Maybe they just wait until spring and finally.
Yeah.
It needs a lot more fighters. I'll tell you that. It doesn't have a big roster yet.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I think they put that thing out with that roster and then have more fighters as DLC.
I would be shocked. I think they need more than 8. I bet you they get up to 12 to 16.
Maybe.
Like, people. It's just not that many characters. Like to
it's not. Yeah, not for a 4v4 fighter. No, I agree.
No, you just need the amount. I think 16 is the sweet spot. I'd like to see it get to 20 personally, so you have the extras, right? But you're gonna cycle through everybody at least.
Mm-hmm. I
mean, if it launches with 8, I would be people would get bored by it. I just think they need the cycle of playing with a bunch of characters. So we'll see how it goes. But I would be hard pressed to think that they don't release almost twice as many before launch. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. They haven't showed much. But
yeah.
I wanted to get into that closed beta, but I didn't get, which is kind of a bummer. But no, I'm in like the beta program. I guess they didn't want me. I don't know. That's fine. I'm not heartbroken. But I will be playing that game again. They're gonna have an open beta at some point, I'm sure. So, yeah, I'm excited for that thing. Yeah. So this is out tonight. Have you played any of Nightraign's hard mode, or is it released a certain?
Yep, I played a couple rounds of it. Didn't get very far into it because I died the first night both times. It's hard. It is a mode that is hard. It's a hard mode.
Yeah.
Yep. So basically, this thing. Quick rundown. All the enemies are buffed. Like all of the enemies. And so they got more health, more damage. There are sort of like variant enemies that are like blood red, and those ones will drop variant weapons that have 2 buffs and a debuff. And those like debuffs can be like, they can be some insane stuff, like taking double damage from the storm, or like having like reduced health after falling in battle, or like stuff like that. Like Like I've got this I've got this one. They've got new like deep relics basically, and the deep relics can have the same thing. They can have buffs and then debuffs as well. I've got one that is I've got a couple equipped right now that basically build a status effect whenever I take damage. And so if I take too much damage, then I get like frostbitten, bled, and if I take too much damage, I can just get death blight and just die.
Jeez.
So
That sounds like fun to me.
yeah. It reminds me a lot of that Dark Souls 1 mod, Scorch Contract. That's kind of what that is reminding me of.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw Lobo play that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played that thing. That thing was a lot of fun. But I think I told you about the Ornstein Smo fight in that one when I played that. Yeah, but yeah, that thing. Yeah, that Deep of Night mode. It's it's fun. It's just takes some adjusting because it's tough as nails. Like, it's gonna be a lot of failed runs before I figured that thing out.
That's what you wanted, though. Is it? You wanted it hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You get what you're not paid for. You're getting what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still updating that thing. It's like a $40 game. They're still updating it. So.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, $40. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I mean, for how many hours do you put into 100, something like that?
I've got 215 or so.
Oh, okay. So not quite 3. But
yeah,
you for as many hours as you put into that thing, like, yeah, you're as hardcore as could be, for something like that. So that's kind of the perfect mode for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, that's cool. If they did a mode where we could play, I would play it. I would like to go back to it. But
yeah, it's a fun game.
And we're back. We had a little tech snafu, but we're back and ready to get back in the saddle. Noah just talked about Nightreign's hard mode.
Yep.
And yeah, he liked that. He's gonna be playing more of that, a lot more of that. So, yeah, that's your bag. That is your bag. But yeah, I played a little bit of Off. I like that game. I'm going to be playing. I'll probably play through it 100% of the way. You like that game a lot.
Yep.
We talked about it in our spoiler cast, I guess, of Deltarune. Just a quick check-in to say, hey, I started this. That's kind of what I'm looking to do. But yeah, it's RPG Maker sort of flavor, French studio that you mentioned, which is cool. And yeah, the writing is super good at the beginning. I like the cat. He's a cool guy. I want more of the cat. Hopefully there's more cat as I play. But yeah, it's going to be something I'm probably playing on the side. That most of my handheld gaming will be that. So yeah, just to check in on that. I finished Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Really like that game a lot. The movement is excellent. It's more of a platformer than anything. It's got a nice like parry jump move that I like a fair bit. Kind of a bullet shoots, you ricochet off of that and kind of get on the higher platforms. That's a good time. The story's really good in terms of like moving through it. It feels like locomotion. The game, you're just always going. Yeah, there's like two sort of move sets that get fused together throughout the story that I like a fair bit between you and a different character. Like this character uses shurikens, and you have just like a regular ninja samurai sword thing, and fusing them together, it just feels like a complete move set. It's really fun. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, really recommend that game. It's very, very, very good. Not much to say about it really. Not trying to blast through it necessarily, but there's just it's experiential too, because the story is just not that interesting. Just genuinely, if I had to be completely honest, the villain's pretty weak in that game, and that's okay. So most games just need to be games, and I'm okay with that too. So, it's if you played Ninja Gaiden, it's that Ninja Gaiden milieu of kill a bunch of demons, which is always very cool. So, I'm into that. And yeah, I mentioned on the last podcast Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. You're the Ninja. We're still on it. Yeah, it's It looks great, plays amazing. It is that hot ninja shit that I love. It's more of a character action game than anything, honestly. You're buying moves, you're building your ninja guy, your Joe Musashi. And yeah, I don't know if have you played any of the Shinobi Genesis games or no? Are
Nope.
you familiar with them? Okay.
I get them
Gotcha.
confused with Ninja Gaiden, so
You do? Yeah, and it was kind of like an analog to that.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dot.mu put out both of them, Ninja Gaiden and this. So that's interesting. But yeah, it's just a lot of ninja stuff all at once, right?
Yeah.
Not much to say about Shinobi. I played about an hour of it. Really like it so far, though. It seems like an easy game to finish, just like a bite-sized Metroidvania where each level is a Metroidvania unto itself, so you can kind of go back and do everything. So I plan to do more of that, but not much to say. Story's kind of like whatever. Demons wreck this guy's village. He's trying to avenge it. Vengeance, right? Art of Vengeance. That's kind of his thing.
Vengeance.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a game. That's a great.
chaos.
I gotta kill chaos. Yeah.
I don't think Snake said that.
No, that's Jack from
Oh, okay.
whatever.
He's more like I've got to kill chaos. It's more like that.
I've got to kill chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call him Jack. He's never called Jack Garland in the freaking Final
It's just
Fantasy 1.
Jack.
Yeah, I don't know. It's silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ninja games all around. What is it? Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out like really soon. Like really, really soon. I'm kind of excited to play that. Ninja Gaiden's always really bloody. Like really bloody.
Oh.
So it's like comically bloody. Like you cut a dude's legs in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and he like crawls after you, and they're more dangerous when they're crawling too, which is kind of funny. So they'll like blow up on you or stab you or something. You're like, you're an idiot, man. But anyway, yeah, I need more ninja stuff in my life. So I got Shinobi and then that to look forward to. So that's cool. Quick little check in with Gears of War Reloaded. I kind of got into it a little bit earlier before our tech snafu, but yeah, it's just a re-release of that 2016 Gears of War, not remastered, but what the heck was it called? Ultimate Edition. That's what it was called. It looks good, plays well. It's that game. No horde mode, which makes it not as good of a Gears game as 2 or 3, but you know, I just wanted to play it. I don't think I'm going to get good at the multiplayer anytime soon, which is fine. But it's nostalgic for me. I grew up playing Xbox a lot of the time, so I might dip back in there. And it's just novel to play with a Lancer on a PlayStation. Cutting up fools on a PlayStation is weird. It was originally going to be a PlayStation game before Xbox locked up exclusivity on it. Fun fact. So, not much to say. It's that same game. So, if you like it, great. If you don't, whatever. It's not the end of the world. You don't like these games, so I don't think you'll be playing any of them. So, yeah. The games that I really have sunk my teeth into, no, pardon me, are Cronos: The New Dawn and Hollow Knight: Silksong. So, Cronos: The New Dawn. Haven't played a lot of this. Started this afternoon, actually. I've been meaning to play it for a while, but I don't know. I really like the way this thing looks. I like the way it sounds. The story seems pretty interesting. It is from Bloober Team, the people that made Silent Hill 2, right? And like the Medium, all this stuff. They're a Polish game dev studio that mostly focuses on horror stuff. Like that's kind of their bag. And they're really good at stuff. Silent Hill 2 was excellent. That game is so good. I love that game to pieces. I'll get into it in the odds and ends portion, but that's a great game. And this feels like, they're creating their own IP, but it feels like a lot of DNA from Silent Hill 2 remake is in this thing. Like a lot.
Is this thing Switch 2 and PC?
It is Switch 2 for sure. I know that it's Switch 2. PC probably. That feels like something they do. I think.
Oh, it's on all platforms. It's on every platform.
Okay, it's yeah. I felt like a multi-platform.
It's even on Linux and Mac OS for some reason. So there you go.
Mac. You know what? They're probably easy to port because of the Switch optimization. Like fitting it on a Switch, I think they probably had to do a lot of port work on that. So it's thing to see
It runs on
be
everything.
everywhere. Yeah, it runs on literally everything.
You
So
can run on your Gentoo Linux distro. There you go.
there you go. There you go. If you want
That's
that.
GNU Linux.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you get your Cronos these days. But the setup for this thing, as far as I can tell, you play as this person called the Traveler. Not related to Destiny, obviously. I think they're named the Traveler, the Destiny, the big ball in the sky. And it looks like you're going to the past to find out about a pandemic. And you're like part of this exposition team from the future, and they keep sending like scouts back every time, and nobody keeps coming back. I think that's the gist of the thing. Again, it's kind of unclear so far because I have played just a little bit of it, but it looks really, really, really good. I love the environment design of this thing. It's like dilapidated Polish city blocks. It feels like that. It kind of looks like bombed out like Polish tenement buildings, right?
Yeah.
And it's sorry, continue.
No, I was just gonna, yeah, that's like it's kind of like maybe a bit like Metro-esque, Chernobyl-esque.
Yes,
yeah.
very Chernobyl, Chernobyl is actually the thing that I thought of the most when playing this thing. Very like city meltdown, things are busted, you're going through, you're squeezing through crevices in apartment complexes. That's how it feels, this game, so far. It's very overcast, very cloudy. You can't see like the sky or anything. It feels like this is a quarantine zone of some kind. And as you kind of walk along, it plays like a Dead Space, up to the point where it has a stomp. Like you have a stomp in this game. It looks like Dead Space. It sounds like Dead Space. I don't think it's as good as Dead Space so far, just on a first, encounter basis. It seems pretty good so far. And it's basically like, if it quacks like a duck, is it a duck? I'm not quite there with it yet. It feels like inspired by Dead Space for sure, but I don't think it has the design chops to be a Dead Space. It feels more linear than something like that. Because Dead Space at some point, like, it is a linear game, but like at some point you have that entire space station to go back and forth in. The Yoshi Ishimura, at least in the new one, like the first iteration of Dead Space was chapter based. It had this like large area, but you could only visit certain portions of the space station per chapter. In the new remake, they basically made it contiguous, so like you can go anywhere at any time, and they basically made it not open world but open zone. So if you want to hunt for logs or whatever, you can by like tram. You take a tram everywhere. And this feels more linear than that. It's like you're going end to end, right? And it seems really good so far. Really good. It's got this nice synthy 80s sound to it, which I really like. I think it goes, basically they're people from the future that go back in time, I think, to like 80s Poland. I think that's where they're at. So it's got that like Stranger Things synthy sort of music to it. So it seems really good. I'm excited to keep playing more of it. I'm in this spooky mood right now. I'm excited to check it out. So to play more of it. I've only played 45 minutes of it. Really, I really didn't play it. Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm craving that evil. I want that evil. Yeah, I need that. I need that in my veins. Something that's not evil much is Hollow Knight Silksong. The bastards did it. It's out. You can play it.
Oh,
it's
sure it is. Yeah.
It's a real video game that you can play with your hands.
It's a real game.
You play with your hands and look at it sometimes. That's what we're doing.
I've never played this thing, so I just don't believe it's real. I'm gonna
just
deny
suspect.
it. Yeah.
He's just suspect. Yeah.
I'm a Silksong denier.
Yeah, it's self-posting all over again. That's what we need.
Yeah. Use your clown nose.
Yeah, clown nose and the clown. I love it. Like when this got announced for like coming out 2 weeks after the fact, people were like throwing they made art of like Hornet throwing the clown makeup in the trash can, which is funny.
Well, I think like it was before like the last game whatever awards or whatever that Jeff Keighley does. He like had like a post of himself like with like the clown nose. Like
oh really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that sounds like something he would do. Gotta
Because
keep that
he probably knew that
reality
this
up.
thing was coming, and that was back when like people didn't know this thing was coming, so he did like the clown nose thing to just like kind of mess with people.
Right? Yeah, it's a viral moment. You got to capture that, and put it on social.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him mauling about Silksong. It's Silk posting.
Yeah.
But anyway, this game is real, and it's very good. It's very good. It seems like it might be a good deal shorter than Hollow Knight
Oh, really?
In totality, like if you were to do everything in Hollow Knight, it'd take you about 80 to 100 hours, I imagine, because that's how long it took me. If you did everything, including the DLC.
Yeah.
The base game is not that long. The base game is like 50, 60 hours, I would say, for Hollow Knight. And it seems like similar for Silksong. So, and it sounds like they're wanting to update stuff for, update Silksong with DLC at some point. It sounds like.
Yep.
So, I could see them taking a different or a similar tact as they did with the original. So, but yeah, talk about it on a gameplay basis. It feels really tight to control. You can see like they really dialed in this thing. It feels like more polished than the original Hollow Knight. There's a lot of like little bits of presentation that feels really sharp in this game. Like you look at it and you're like, wow, this feels like they put a lot of work into this thing, like a lot. I just think all their hard work shows. Like, I think people went from like, oh my god, this game's taking 8 years to make, to like, oh my gosh, 3 to 5 people made this in 8 years. Like, that's crazy. That's how this thing feels now.
Yeah.
And I think it's tremendous so far. I'm about 3 or 4 hours into it. I've beaten about 4 or 5 bosses. It's just really fun. It's just really good. My main issue with original Hollow Knight is the map functionality. I think it's a pain to find the maps in that part, or that Metroidvania part, to like know where you're going. And you have to always have a compass charm or a whatever saying on your person when you can equip at benches to kind of see where you're going on the map. That's kind of a pain. They have that here too, but it's not as bad, I think, because it feels like the segments are shorter. Like the game itself might have more segments, I don't know, but like each individual like area feels like it's shorter than a Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight got very spaghetti mappy very quickly. This doesn't feel as what's the word, spaghetti noodly as that, at least initially. Like it feels like it's going to be a very big game, and I've heard it is a big game. But at least initially, it's not overwhelming. And so finding the maps doesn't take very long. There's a new map keeper lady, and she's pretty cool. There's a lot of singing bugs in this game. A lot of bugs that sing. There's this little bug that like dings this little bell. He does this fun song, and he likes hanging out with you, and you kind of encounter them every once in a while. And yeah, Hollow Knight had this too, where it's very Dark Soulsy, where they encounter NPCs throughout the journey, which I really appreciate. And they do that a lot here too. So, but yeah, the presentation's amazing. It's a lot of really good bits of detail in there. A lot of awesome environment art. The music is great by Christopher Larkin again, who had a great score already in Hollow Knight. Hornet's moveset's great. I don't love the down thrust that you can do. There's like a jump you can do in Hollow Knight where you like use your sword to like do this jump off of objects. And in this game, it's like a diagonal slash, at least initially for her initial moveset, and it's kind of hard to get a hang of because you're moving in a direction instead of dropping straight down, right? So that's it's something I think I just need to get used to. But the sword play feels great. The added moves you get, this like dash jump feels awesome. When you play it on handheld Switch 2, as she runs, the controller will go doo, 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 which is really nice when she runs, and when she jumps, it's like you feel it in your hands, like haptic feedback, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's tremendous so far. I'm really, really loving it. I think I'm just gonna take my time with it. People are like blazing through this thing. I'm like, I'm willing to take my time with it. It's gonna be my handheld game for the foreseeable future. So, it feels kind of crazy that this era is over and like we're here now, like it's out. I don't know. So you liked Hollow Knight originally, right? The first one.
Yep.
Yeah. How did you feel about that entire package? Did you play any of the DLC?
Yeah. When I was playing that thing, by the time I played I played the Switch version, and
Switch. Yeah. I think I played the PlayStation 4 version. So.
Yeah, and it was I think the Grim Troop had just released, and so
Okay.
I ended up playing through that whole DLC, but the last DLC, the God whatever, wasn't out, so I never
God,
played that.
I think it's got a master. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played that. I don't care to go back and play that. Um, every
Brutal
time
DLC.
I've tried to go back to that game after like that initial playthrough, I just fall off somewhere around like the forest area or a little bit after. I just like bounce off the game.
Yeah.
It's hard to go back to that thing for some reason.
It is. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think the one time through might be it for me on that one.
Yeah, I'll get around to Silksong eventually. I'll probably just get it whenever they do that physical release. I'll probably just wait for that.
It's very gamer friendly in terms of price point. Like it's like I don't know. It feels like crazy that they can get away with paying or asking for that. Like $20 feels like people want to give them more money is what I hear.
Yeah.
Like people are willing to pay more for this thing.
They yeah, and it's been a lot of developers that are like especially indie developers. They're like this is setting a precedent that we can't really keep up with. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. People are kind of scared and they're like, oh, what precedent is this setting? Like we can't compete with this because Holiday Original was such a big hit, like huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
Sold like 15, 20 million, probably even more copies now because of the resurgence of Silksong.
Yeah, Hollow Knight was like a $15 game, right?
Was it? I think it. The Void Heart edition on PlayStation was not. It had DLC in it, so it was a little bit more. On Steam, it might have been 15 or 16. I don't actually know. It seems like a crime to even charge that for how much you get that game too. But
yeah, it's still $15 game on Steam. Yep.
$15. Yeah, it's insane. Like
and on Switch.
On Switch it's a little bit more because of the DLC.
No, it's $15.
Just flat the Void Heart edition, or is it just Hollow Knight?
Just Hollow Knight.
Okay.
But it has the Grim Troop and Hidden Dreams, Lifeblood, and Godmaster. Lifeblood was out when I played. I played one with Hidden Dreams, Grim Troop, and Lifeblood. Godmaster was the only thing that wasn't out when I played that game.
Gotcha. I guess
it's a $15 game. You can buy it today for $15. Yep.
Interesting. That more than worth your money. You should buy that game just to have it anyway.
Yeah.
I think you should just support them because they make good video games. And like the way for Silksong feels like it's warranted now. People are like, "Oh, I see why this took so long, because you guys made a badass game." So people like it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I wasn't like waited with bated breath for Silksong. I was just more interested to go like, what are they working on that's taking so long? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just it turns out I read that Schreier article from Bloomberg, and they're just like, yeah, we like making the game. Like, we had no problem with this. Like, everyone was losing their mind over how long it took us. We enjoyed ourselves. I'm like, good for you. I mean, you got plenty of money and no deadlines. Why not?
Yeah.
I wish more studios could do that, and not be in development hell, right? So, it seems like they got the best ending. And
yeah, it doesn't sound like it was development hell for them at all. Like they just were enjoying it. So.
Yeah, a quote in that Bloomberg article is that it was, quote, developer heaven.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we love this. So that's cool. I don't know how many more check-ins I'll have with this thing. I'm probably just gonna play it quietly in the background, but it's awesome. It's a really good game. I really like Silksong, but
man, this Sega Ages Phantasy Star. Is this the one you were playing, Power of Phantasy Star?
I was playing a little bit of this. Yeah, that was on.
Yeah, this is great. This like UI that they overlay on the game is like really great. Wow.
Yeah, you played the like original.
I did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played that Wii Virtual Console version of this, and I mean, yeah, it was that game. But this looks like a way better way to play this game.
Right. Yeah. So like, they basically put out like a Sega Ages version of this, and then they had this Genesis collection where they put like 2 through 4 on. That's also delisted, so you can't even like buy that anymore.
Ew.
But that, which is really gross. But I had bought it at that point, so I do have every way to play Phantasy Star 1 through 4 on
Did
Switch.
it also have this nice like UI to it?
That I don't know. I didn't check on every game, but Sega Ages was its own product unto itself. But the other stuff was in a compilation, and it was in like a weird presentation where you were like selecting. It was like a virtual bedroom that you were in for the Genesis collection version, and you were picking off of a shelf which Phantasy Star game you wanted. Like it was like a visual representation.
Yeah. That's like the Genesis collection on PC. I've got some games. I've got some games on PC through that thing, like Sonic 3 and some other things. So
basically that. It's basically that. So it's. I don't think it's as, it's not like remade, but like not as quality of life heavy as that first one. So but yeah, you should get that if you haven't gotten it. That's a good way to play that.
I don't need to play that thing again. I played that thing once. I liked it, but
sure. People wax poetic about 2 and 4, and I need to get to those.
2 and 4, really. I don't hear about 2. I hear about 4 a lot, but
yeah, Phantasy Star 2 people like, and 4 is like people.
4 is the one that people love. I tried 4 after I beat 1. I didn't quite get into it, but
sure.
Maybe I need to play through them all in order.
Yeah, well, now you can play 2, so there you go. But yeah, that's all for my new game stuff. I'll talk more about Cronos next time because I'll probably have finished it most likely by then. And also, the new Silent Hill should be around then too. So we'll be either. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the pre-order version or not because there's like a few days early access. I don't know. We'll see. I think it will be out regardless.
You're talking about Silent Hill F. Yeah, it comes out 25th. Yep.
Yes, that's 25th.
Yep.
So I think
I'll be in Japan still, I'll still be in Japan when this thing comes out, but I'll definitely get it when I get back. So
I might finish that too. It depends on how long it is. So we'll see.
Yeah. They got the digital deluxe. You can get that. Gives you like early access to that thing.
That's kind of what I was talking about. It's not that much more anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
And you get the Pink Rabbit costume.
Gotta have that. From wasn't that from Silent Hill 4?
It's just like a generic
rabbit
costume, but the rabbit himself, Robbie the rabbit, he's from Silent Hill 3.
3, okay,
Yep.
I thought he was in 4.
Yep, he's in Silent Hill 3. I don't know if he's in 4 or not, but he's from 3. You see him, you meet him pretty early on in Silent Hill 3. So
Silent Hill 4 is like a first-person point-and-click game almost. It's kind of weird.
But
That game is
the
really
last
expensive.
like really good one was Silent Hill 3.
Sure.
So
Well, the last one go to remake, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Hopefully, this Silent Hill F is lives up to the hype, which it should. I can't imagine.
It's from a proven Porthouse studio, Neobards, but they haven't made an original game, so I'm kind of interested to see what.
Yeah.
They make solid stuff, so. Anyway.
Just looking at like the screenshots for this thing, it looks amazing. So.
Yeah, it looks great. I love the vibes of this thing. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna play it. If you play it in English, I'm sorry, you're crazy. You gotta play that. I have to. But yeah, it looks awesome. I watched some gameplay of it the other day. I'm like, I am so excited for this thing. I can't hardly stand it. Okay, we're gonna get to it. You finally did it. You mad lad. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy. I can't. I'm beaming with pride right now. Why could I be beaming with pride, Noah?
Because I played the stupid Outer Wilds game.
It's not stupid. Stop. It's so good. Played Outer Wilds and beat it. All of it. He did everything.
I did everything.
He platinumed it all. He got every achievement. No,
not quite that, but I did all of the main story whatever stuff and DLC
all the stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, people know my history with it. I love that game. It's my top 3 favorite game ever. I am so thrilled that not only you played it, but our mutual friend also was playing it at the same time. So I was like, any questions you have, I'll field. So there was a lot of like late nights where we were talking about things, and I loved how you were getting advanced enough to go like, "Do you know the thing about the thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're speaking in code now, brother. We love that. Love it." But yeah, I love this game. What did you think of that?
Yeah, it was alright. It had a nice like progression to
You're
it.
supposed to say it's the best game you ever played. Don't say that. No.
I think I told you my thoughts on it when I was playing it. It's something that I liked alright. I don't think it's going to change my life, nor do I think I'm going to think about it much after playing it, but it was fine to run through.
I can't believe he's so nonchalant about this, guys.
Like, there's a lot of games I like better than that thing, like, to put it bluntly.
Well, sure. There's exactly 2 games I like better than it, but,
There's a lot of games I like better than it. Like, I like Doll's Nest better than that thing, so.
That is controversial. Maybe keep that to yourself. Someone might get offended.
Doll's Nest is probably worth your money more than that game, so.
Okay, let's not say crazy stuff. Anyway, so I basically saw you play a fair amount of this thing, like a lot.
Yeah, I pirate softer my way through it, looked at all the guides and, just went directly to the solution, so.
I got you everything you wanted, nothing you asked for. You have an idea. All the pirate software. But yeah, so you like the base game more than DLC. Let's start there, right?
Yeah, I definitely like the base game better than the DLC. The base game, for the most part, is pretty straightforward on progression. Once you kind of hit all the major places and get your rumor web going, you're able to kind of start piecing together okay, I go here, here, and here, and here, and learn this, and this. And then, you just start to build, and you're like, okay, I got this thing. Well, this one's larger in my rumor web, so it must be really important. Then you just kind of do that until you kind of have everything, and then you're like, okay, well, my rumor web's done, so these ones are big, so they probably have something to do with what I'm supposed to do. And then you just are like, oh, I just take this thing to here, slam dunk it in there, and then input the code and go bye. So
yeah, everyone got that. Now go do it.
Yeah. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, once you know what to do, you can beat that game when you start it up. That's just the truth. And I think there's a
technically, I mean, you'd have to have the thing written down, the code, but if you had that code written down, then you'd be able to do it. Yeah,
probably.
You don't get the nice reminder in the bottom left unless if you have actually seen that thing. So
that's true. That's true. But yeah, anyway, once you're able to fly and be space worthy, you can just do that if you want to. It's one of my favorite games ever. I've talked about it at length. It's awesome. I guess, what were your main gripes with the game? Because you were mixed on it more than I was. And let's start with the main game compared to the DLC, and then we'll get to the stuff you liked.
Yeah, the main game, starting out, doesn't do a great job of, telling you, really where you need to start. You just kind of have to, guess. Just, pick a place and just start picking it apart. And just, the game systems are just completely cryptic and frustrating sometimes at the beginning.
I will defend that point a little bit. The whole point is to kind of hey, you can go to any of these places. That's the kind of way I think about it. I see what you're saying. It feels directionless at the beginning, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the puzzles are also just kind of BS. Mainly the one on Ash Twin, to get to the Ash Twin project, is pretty BS because you gotta figure out how to get past the sand taking you up, and like you can. There is a log that says like that talks about a delay on the teleportation pad for that place specifically because of how it's aligned. So you're kind of supposed to take that to mean that you jump into it a bit after it's active, but it's just not a lot of visual cues for that thing. So it's a little BS, but
I see what you're saying. Yeah. The thing I feel like you really struggled with though was the DLC. You kind of didn't like a lot of that.
The DLC was fine until it was like the stealth segments. The stealth segments just sucked. I didn't sign up to play a stealth action game without the action. So
yeah, it's so the difference in the DLC is that there's like encounters with like, let's call it enemies, I guess, and that's not like the rest of that game, which is kind of well. There's something about, you know, Dark Bramble perhaps, but they're not really even enemies. They're more obstacles.
Yeah,
and it's kind of the opposite of that.
Once you know how to get past them, they're not hard to get past either. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I guess, I mean, if you have any more gripes, feel free to air them. If not, what did you like about the thing?
Yeah, it was fun to like figure out the world of that thing, how it ticked, things like that. It had some clever stuff, you know. I think that you know, the quantum stuff gets a little overhyped. Like I hear people say like, "Oh, this is the smartest game of all time." Yeah, it's like, oh, the object goes to weird places when you don't look at it. Like that's fine. Like it's cool. Like the first time you see it, and then when you've seen it for like the 100th time, you're like, okay, I know how you work. Like you're just a puzzle at this point. Like.
Yeah,
you're a 3D puzzle, or 4D puzzle, really. But
yeah, 4D puzzle. Yeah, I would say that.
But
yeah,
I don't know. Like the game's cool and it's a smart game, but sometimes I think I've seen a lot of discourse that just overhypes it a little bit for what it is. It's just one of those things that you play through and then. I just don't think it has any replay value whatsoever, really, for like the average player.
I probably agree with you. Like, I was surprised how much I remembered about that game.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, and just playing with you, I'm like, oh, I just know all this stuff. I don't know if I could ever replay this because I've done it once, and you don't forget about it once you do.
Because you said, like, yeah, I like all I would have to do is like take a screenshot of like the code, and then I can just go do the ending on a fresh save.
Once you have information and know where to go, that's really the game, right? Of
course, the game is really about gathering the information. Like if you just go to the thing as soon as you boot that thing up, you're not really playing that game. Like that game is a puzzle. Like if you look up the solution to it, then you're not really playing that thing.
I basically just said like, Outer Wilds is Myst if it were good. If Myst were good.
Yeah. I don't have any beef with Myst. I've never played Myst, but.
Well, I do. No, it's fine. Myst is fine.
But
pull my hair back.
The yeah, and like I guess spoiler territory. Hated the ending.
Please.
Ending was horrible. One of the worst endings in gaming, easily.
I just
so disappointing. Very disappointing ending. Like there's so many more interesting things they could have done than just the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Yippee!
It's a little more profound than that, personally, but that's just the main opinion.
Yeah, I didn't even like half those guys. Like half those guys were jerks actively to you. Like,
did you do the ending with the DLC character?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, what'd you think of that conversation?
Yeah, it didn't seem to change much. Like, it just, like, they were there, you know, and, like, I got the choice to bring them in or cast them out and I brought them in, but it didn't really change the ending at all having them there. So
Yeah, it's more of a perfunctory, like, hey, you know about these folks now, maybe invite them into the fold, right? So, yeah. On the whole, you're sounds like you're more mixed to negative on it than even positive, but
I like that thing. All right.
okay. Maybe we're just like on the negatives a lot. That could be it.
Yeah, I had fun with it. I liked the exploration and puzzle aspects of it. Figuring out like the quantum moon stuff. That thing, like, I did some research on like that, like, after beating the game, and like it seems like that thing is just there to tell you, like, here's what you're supposed to be doing. Like the whole quantum moon thing, it's not like something that helps you like get to the ending at all. It is just something that like is like you don't know really what you're supposed to be doing, but after you do that and have the conversation on there, then you're like, okay, well, now I know what I'm supposed to be doing, is basically the whole thing.
Gotcha.
I think that's the goal with that thing. I don't think that thing is like a tool to help you actually get to anything. It's just not that useful.
I mean, it's a shortcut to getting where you need to go. I mean,
not really. Not really.
It does save you time ultimately in the loop, the 22-minute loop.
No, you can't take your ship with you is the thing. Like, if you go, and that thing is also in a random place at any time, so there's no way to guarantee where that thing will be, and there's no way to drive that thing because it goes to a random place every time. But I disagree on that. I don't think that thing saves time at all.
I would say it doesn't save time for the final run, but it saves time, I guess, when you want to get around places like, oh, here's the quantum moon, I can use this to kind of jump from here to here instead of flying there. That is slightly quicker.
Yeah, I mean, you're just still going off random chance, is it gonna hit the right planet that I want to be on?
You can land on the quantum moon with your ship, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can.
No, I'm saying, will the quantum moon orbit the right planet like that I want to go to?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you take a picture of it, you can fly right to it. I mean, that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing with the quantum moon. But I'm saying, like, will the quantum moon appear at like the right planet if I'm wanting to use it to fast travel? It's easier to just fly your ship there. I just don't think that thing has any merit for fast travel at all, personally.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I think the game is... I think it's brilliant in terms of a design aspect. The fact that you can get to every place you need to get to within the loop is kind of amazing. It feels like it was play tested to death, like in terms of being able to attain everything within a reasonable time. Like it feels like they really thought about the movements of the player and the Earth around it, right?
Yeah.
It feels like one continuous solar system too, and I think that's really interesting. Like the science, as far as I understand, is relatively accurate for what they're trying to portray. It all plays by it has a certain set of rules that it plays by, and I like that. It's a universe unto itself, and I think it's more than fair. There is some BS in terms of like random happenstance, like the encounters in the DLC, or like some issues, with just playing the game. But it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I feel like I was enjoying it more than I was disliking it. We'll put it that way. And I don't know. I got a lot out of it. Not to say you didn't, but I just playing it too. I had no benefit of talking to anyone. Like, it came out and I played it along just by myself, and discovering all that with no help was just it was just really profound. I heard it was so good, and people were like, yeah, you should play this, and I played it. I'm like, dang, that was as good as what people say, So, and now with the benefit of having hindsight and also just like people having played this thing for years, you get a different experience, I'm sure, right? But it's good to hear that you liked it. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you played it. Yeah, it's a win in the I'll get to it book. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna beat Majora's Mask for me in terms of like one of these like looping games like that. The thing's just so so good at like that sort of thing.
Yeah, another good game that has like a time loop is called The Sexy Brutale. Have you ever heard of that game?
No.
I really like that game.
No.
It's like the whole game doesn't loop like this, but like you're basically trying to solve a bunch of murders. It feels like Clue, kind of, where you're like trying to solve murders. Who was in here with what happened? But you basically can exist at a time because of this mask that you can wear. That's a good game. You should check that game out at some point. The Sexy Brutale. And yeah, I think it's by Tequila Works. But yeah, it's very, very good game, and it reminds me of that slightly. So, but yeah, that's basically Outer Wilds. I mean, I like that game a ton, which is more than you. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you played it. And I'm glad we talked about it because it was very enriching to me. So it's a win in my book there. Now you can never say you haven't played it because now you have. So that's good. You got there. You got to it, shall we say.
I said I would.
You said you would, and he in fact did. Yeah, it's kind of a small week for just games. Like we haven't been playing a ton, I don't think. Just you've been hyper fixating on Outer Wilds. I've been playing a couple new games here and there. But I've been dabbling with just random stuff, like more Outer Worlds, I should say. That's always confusing. Is that the Outer Wilds, Outer Worlds thing?
Those games came out around the same time, didn't they?
They did. I think they were both 2019.
Yeah.
And it was like, which one are you talking about? Are you saying the wrong one? You know, and it was very confusing. But Outer Worlds, I'm finally making some progress on the story there. I don't know, something about the world and the writing, the characters. I just feel so. It's that Obsidian like magnetism. I just love it. Obsidian, they just write amazing characters, and the stories they tell are really interesting.
You gotta get through New Vegas. That's a game that you need to.
Oh, I beat New Vegas.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole game I beat. I need to play through it again and do everything. That's what I really need to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully they remaster that thing at some point. It feels like they would.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they
could use a remaster.
I'm surprised they haven't done any Fallout anything since the new shows have come out. It's insane.
Yeah,
like not even a remake.
Just put 3 and New Vegas in that Fallout 4 engine and call it a day. Like,
sure. I mean, I would love that version. That'd be so sick. I mean,
that engine's not like that new, but like that engine's like new enough to where it feel fine.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, and there was leaks that Virtuous, who did the Elder Scrolls 4 remake, is doing Fallout 3 remake. So that should be coming soon. But it's just one of those things. It's like not quick enough. You know, you're just like, man, you've taken this long. So I'd potentially be excited about that. But anyway, Outer Worlds, not much to say about it. I think it's really fun. It's just such a good game. It's so solid. I'm excited to play the second one this year. That's why I'm trying to get through this one. But yeah, there's just really good bits of story in there. And when I wrap it up, I'll probably mention a couple things that stood out to me because it's really fun. I like that game a lot. I also have the DLC too, so it's kind of a lot of content to kind of get through before October when that second one comes out, which I will be playing pretty heavily, I imagine. But yeah, that is what I've been playing a little bit. I started a new save file in Cyberpunk 2077 at our friend Drake's behest, and I was like, yeah, this game is great. It seems like really, really good. I feel so unfocused sometimes. I just feel like I need to sit down when I have nothing else to play and just play that because it's so big.
It's a big game.
Yeah. So have you played Cyberpunk 2077?
I've played like maybe 5 minutes of it.
Okay, sure. It doesn't seem like your type of thing. I don't know. Bless you.
It kind of is. Like I like cyberpunk stuff. I just don't like open world stuff that much. But I do like CD Projekt Red stuff. Like I liked Witcher 3 quite a bit. So I played all of Witcher 3. I played through that whole thing. I tried playing through it again on PC, but I think the thing's just a one-time playthrough thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't get back into that thing.
They updated it on console at least, and it looks phenomenal now, and it runs beautifully. It's like this new version of it.
Yeah.
They like updated model and everything. It's awesome. Yeah.
I'll probably just wait until either like remasters of the 1 and 2 or like Witcher 4 to get back into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Witcher 3.
I played everything on Witcher 3. I did everything you could do. All the quests, all the missions, everything. So I did
about 80% of it. Yeah. That's a tall order in itself. It's the rare game where side quests are as good as the main stuff, which happens. Like all the I could say the werewolf story with one of the hunts. That's a great one. Like that's the stuff with the sorceress lady. Like the ladies get the cleavage, and her like the tower, the prisoner tower. That's a great one too. I forget what that lady's name is.
Like every side quest, like they didn't ever like reuse like any content. It, like every time you had a side quest, it was new content. So like you just do that and like expect like new story, new content, new enemies.
It feels like it was authored. You know, it feels like it was Skyrim for a next generation. Like everyone just kept playing it, you know. Witcher 3 is a special game. I am so unbelievably excited for 4. Did you see the tech demo for that thing a few months ago?
Yeah.
Oh man, if they pull off the technical proficiency that they claim they're going to, it's going to be something else.
It's going to be you're going to play primarily as Ciri in that one, is that?
Yes, and that's the way, 100% the way to go.
Yep.
Ciri's a cool character, and they needed more with her, so I'm down with that. And so Ciri was never a Witcher in the books, but like she was trying to become one. At the point, and they're just doing their own thing, and they're just making Ciri a Witcher. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
As long as she's got her sword, that would be sick. Her sword is cool. That's what we call it, Sparrow or Swallow, something like that. Anyway,
she's gonna need 2 swords. She's gonna need one for men and one for monsters. That's how those things go.
I read The Last Wish about about a year ago. That collection of stories is fantastic. That's like the Witcher book to read.
Yeah,
is that one so good? But I digress. A couple other little bits there. I'm trying to do some like spooky stuff. I've been in a spooky mood, so I went back to Silent Hill 2, and I'm trying to clean up some stuff there. I'm trying to get all the little key items for the endings in that game. Like there's iconic endings for Silent Hill 2, like the dog ending, the UFO ending. You have to get special keys to kind of do those, and I'm getting all like the little notes around and everything. I just like being in that game again. The soundtrack is just phenomenal. Oh, Akira Yamaoka is the man. I love that game so much. It's right there beside Resident Evil 2 for my favorite horror remake. It's incredible. Well, Dead Space, but yeah, those two are right below. It's top 3 for sure. So I'm going back to that. I want to go back to Dead Space at some point. I'm playing is it called Impossible difficulty? I forget what it's called. It's like ridiculous. It's the hardest difficulty of Dead Space, but I love it so much. I'm like halfway through a run of that. It's a permadeath thing, so if like you die, your save gets wiped. And it's tough, but like you can cheese it a little bit by just quitting out before the game saves. So, and I'm like halfway through a run of that, but like you are way more heightened playing on Impossible because it's just anything can kill you. It's not one shot kills, but it's like it's like 2 or 3, like you're done. And then for big enemies, you are one shot. So I'm going back to that, and I'm also going back to Resident Evil 2 in the next month to do the Claire route for that game. Like there's 2 routes for Resident Evil 2. There's the Leon and Claire stuff. Leon's like the main story for Resident Evil 2, but Claire has like an additional area, and there's like a remix on the Leon route, which is fun. I'm a huge Leon guy, so I'm excited to play that, and I might actually finish Resident Evil 4, the remake of that, I never did finish that thing. I played a lot of it, just never did finish it. I played the original years ago and I loved it. But yeah, I need to go back to that. So spooky time's coming up. That's kind of the time for it. So yeah. Any other little odds and ends before we kind of get into our short topic? We're not going to go too long on it. But any other stuff you've been playing? Nothing.
Not really. Can't think of it. I will say I'm planning on taking my 3DS with me on my flight. Because I think I'm gonna try and finally get through Bravely Second. I think that's
okay.
I want to play through that thing.
Bravely Second and later, right?
Yeah, I want to play through that thing.
Not to get too in depth with it, but is there homebrew on it, like your 3DS?
There's homebrew on it, but I own that game, so
you should check out Last Window. I think you'd like that game. That game is cool. It's a visual novel. Check out Last Window. Yeah. Well, it's Hotel Dusk, I should say. You should check out Hotel Dusk. That's what it is. Last Window is a game they never released in America. It's the sequel to Hotel Dusk. Yeah. But Hotel Dusk, it's a visual novel. It's really, really good. But you hold your 3DS sideways like a book, and you flip it through like pages, which is kind of cool. Great art style too. I think you'd like that game a fair bit. So check it out if you're feeling so inclined to get it on a 3DS. We'll put it that way. But yeah. So you'll be playing through. So have you started that game on 3DS ever or not?
A long time ago. Yep. When I got that thing probably a little bit. I might have got the thing on release, but
yeah, I
just wasn't in the mood for that type of game back then. Sure. When it released, and so I never got through that thing. And I want to get through that thing.
Yeah, sure, that'll be good. Are you bringing your Switch 2 with you, or just the 3DS?
Probably the 3DS and the Vita. The Switch 2 is a bit big for a trip like that, so. It
is big, yeah. Are you, like, not to get too in the details, are you getting, like, a carry-on, or are you bringing luggage? Like, what are you planning?
Oh, yeah, I usually take, like, a carry-on bag, like, a small, like, bag for that sort of thing. To just put those kinds of things in.
For any souvenirs, would you ship it back, or would you, like, have a big enough bag to stuff stuff in?
I'll have a bag, just, like, an empty bag with me that I'll take. That'll be like small enough to have on the plane, and then I'll have a larger one that's like a checked in, so that'll have all my clothes and stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm sure you can find a lot of stuff to buy if you want to. So that'll be cool. You might find some cheap video games there. Who knows? That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I'd have to do some modding on like my PS2 if I ended up getting any PS2 games, because I think that thing's region locked. So, but
I'm pretty sure it is region locked. Yeah. Does it involve soldering or something? Like I think for like actual.
There's ways to do it without that.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, it feels like you have to do something to it. But
with the PS1, I had a modded memory card that I was able to get around that stuff with, but my PS1's kind of gone kaput. So
sad, Dave. It's more of a paperweight than anything, right?
Yeah, it barely runs. So
sad. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. It's a bad day. We got a quick little topic. We made a pivot. I made a pivot. We were gonna talk about top mechanics in games. Like, what's a fun thing to do in a video game? We're gonna say that for next pod because Nintendo decided to be so nice and go like, "Hey, we got a direct coming out like this week." I guess the way I want to handle this is like, what do you think might be there, and what do you want to be there, even if it's unrealistic? What would you want to be there? And I kind of want to make it pretty short. 2 to 3 things on each side of these, I think, would be more than enough. I guess we can start with. Let's start with like predictions. We'll start there because we'll start from a base level of what we know, right? Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about this thing? Like, what do you think we'll see there?
Metroid Prime 4.
That's an easy one.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition.
Hope so. I hope so. Probably,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I can't imagine we wouldn't see that at this point. Probably a lot of other like things that they've announced that I'm not particularly interested in. So
I think they'll probably show more of that Tomodachi Life thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
I did see they renewed the whatchamacallit, not the patent, the trademark for that thing. They renewed the trademark for that thing, and they renewed the trademark for Magical Star Sign.
I'm not familiar with that.
It is the DS sequel to Magical Vacation by Brownie Brown.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of any of that, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, Magical Vacation. Yeah, it's kind of a cult classic. Let's see. Yeah, Brownie Brown became Brownies and did that new game, Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that game. Yeah,
Yep.
I've definitely heard of that game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think what will be there is what you said. It's definitely going to be release dates for Metroid Prime 4. Like they can't go any further until they have told people when that game is coming out.
Yeah.
For my money, either October or November, maybe early December. They're not going to get crazy with it and release after Christmas. I think they want to try to pair that with the Switch for holiday, just to have it fleshed out. I mean, Donkey Kong is going to be the big thing for holiday, and so is Mario Kart. But
they'll probably also have that Hyrule Warriors game in there.
Oh right, yeah, Age of Imprisonment. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you're right. I've never been a fan of those things. I'm a big Musou guy anyway, but yeah, that's probably going to be there. I've heard whispers of a Red Dead Redemption 2 port for Switch, and I think it might get updated for consoles as well, just like a patch for like making it run faster or something. So I've heard whispers that might be happening. I've also heard about Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remasters, not remakes, not like a we'll put a muscular remaster. Yeah. It's not like not a complete remaster. That first one, the first Metroid Prime, they basically like changed everything else about it except for like the base code. Mm-hmm. You know, like they updated all the controls, they changed all the assets, they made it high res. Like they changed a lot about that game.
They haven't done that for 2 or 3.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
They're just going to port those.
I think they're going to port them, just a straight port. That's the other thing I'm hearing. I don't know control-wise if they're going to play different. I would think they would do that, is to make it more in line with remastered, maybe, because that does control scheme. So
yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if they have like the mouse controls in there for Switch too.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. They might do that.
Yeah.
Well, does a Metroid Prime Remastered have this capability? If not, then I don't think they'll do that. Okay, they probably won't do that. It seems like something they could do, but I don't think they will.
Like you would think they would, to try and get people ready for Prime 4, right? But
yeah. It's, I don't know. Nintendo's weird about this stuff. Like they never bring quality of life stuff back through their games. They kind of just release them, and they're just like, "This is how it is. Deal with it." You know.
The other thing is they updated Mario 3D All Stars fairly recently in like July. Do you think they re-released that thing for Switch 2 as part of the 40th anniversary stuff?
Is it the 40th now?
Okay.
Well,
So I think 2026 is the 40th.
Okay, I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah.
My money is, if they're going to do anything Mario here, they're probably going to do the Mario movie trailer because that movie comes out beginning of next year. I can see that being their one last thing. Is like, hey,
it
here's
is
a
this
Mario.
year. It is this year. It's the 40th.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They shouldn't have made it limited quantities. I don't know. Like it feels so dumb that they did that. I don't know if they'd re-release that. I don't know. That's a toughie. They should. You should just be able to buy that game. That's ridiculous. They should put out Galaxy 2 as well. Like, why did they omit Galaxy 2 in the first place? That's an odd one.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Like, you put Galaxy 1 but not 2? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
what
in
are you
some
doing?
ways, Galaxy 2 is better than Galaxy 1, so...
Yeah, people, like, swear by both of them, but people
Mhm.
love 2. 2 is, like, the one.
Both are good, but...
Yeah, both are good games. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It feels like they don't have a Mario thing ready. Like that's what it feels like. If
They're done with
they,
Mario.
yeah, exactly. They're not making another one.
Yeah.
They're done with it. I could see a world where they like went like, hey, we made this Donkey Kong thing, and we've made it, and it came out, and we had been working on it for years, but since we were just polishing it up, we were making a new Mario thing. I could see them doing that because apparently this Donkey Kong game has been ready for maybe a year or so, according to some leaked reports that I've heard. I don't know.
If
I'm
there's
not like
another
this.
Mario thing, it's not like a Mario Wonder, or it's not like a Mario Odyssey. It's like a Mario like Doodad Jump Man.
I think it could be like a 3D Land remaster or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like that.
Like they should bring forward that game and Galaxy 2. Like just make those games available for people. I don't know. Like don't let people keep their Wiis.
I think 3D Land is okay to like stay in obscurity, but Galaxy 2 was a good game.
You're an op. That game is fine. I like that game.
I am not an op. I was that game's biggest fan back when that thing came out, and
You are now an op for that game. Now.
sure, but that's because that's a bad game. So those
I don't.
Mario 3D like whatever games are bad. 3D Land and 3D World are just bad games.
How dare you? This is slander. Slander to my Tanuki Mario. Let me have him.
Those just aren't
I feel too
some
much.
of the
of these
most boring Mario games I've ever seen.
I feel too much of these levels, so I got a white Tanuki suit, and now I can finish them all.
There you go.
Yeah, I got help beating this Mario game. That's very easy.
Yeah.
It's funny that they offer that for kids that are clearly going off the side of a cliff every time.
Well,
Like they need something. Gotta
if
finish
the
these
cliff
games.
is there, then a kid's gonna go off it. That's just how it is.
That's true. Yeah, this is scientific proof. Yeah, that happens. I don't know. The Mario 40, they love their like decade marks or whatever, half decade marks. They did stuff for the 35th. Which
They did
was
a ton of stuff for the 35th, yeah.
Yeah, but it just feels like I don't know. It feels like kind of late to do all this stuff because we're almost halfway through. We're halfway through the year already, and we're on the back end of it, honestly. So like, they haven't celebrated anything 40th Mario yet. So why
Yeah, apparently
why
the 13th is the actual date for that thing, so.
13th of September?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That is interesting, isn't it? Because it's the 12th,
Mhm.
correct? They gotta have something.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about this. That changes my outlook a little bit. So they're going to do something. What? That's really what I want to know. I don't know what.
They're gonna say, it's the 40th anniversary, and now Mario is jumping onto your PC. It's gonna have, like,
No way. They would
Gabe-
never. They would.
Gabe Newell's gonna show up. Yes, we're very excited to have Mario on our Steam platform. And then
They would shoot. They would shoot themselves and then you for even
And
suggesting such.
they're gonna be like, and now we're releasing Super Mario 3D All Stars plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Twitch 2 and PC.
Oh, they're so benevolent. Look at them. They're so good at their jobs over at Nintendo. You know what? I could see something like that. hey, 3D All Stars gets a Nintendo Switch 2 version, and included in it is the DLC Super Mario Galaxy 2. Like, I could see that, sure.
Yeah.
They'd be like, the game you've been missing this whole time.
That's like their plan all along. Like, that's
sure,
because they knew the Switch 2 was down the pipeline like
Yeah.
years in advance. So they're
But there's not a good way to get shine bits because you're playing on controller, so you gotta go like this to get all the shine bits. We haven't fixed that, but
no.
You can play in mouse mode, kind of, but not really. They could probably do something like that. That would be terrible. Why would they do that?
Oh,
Anyway.
not mouse mode for that game. No.
Double mouse. Yeah, double mouse mode. That's what they'll do. Yeah.
Listen, I did those Bravely Default mouse mini games with double mouse mode. That's all I needed.
I saw and I was like, this is something. Something.
They were fun. They were kind of fun, but they were like their own thing. Like I wouldn't play a full game with those controls. That's for sure.
What, you don't want to play Drag Drive? What are you doing? You got to play Drag Drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag something. All right, all over.
I can't wait for my X Games handicap simulator to come out so I can dunk on some hooks.
There you go. You dunk on.
Apparently that game is terrible, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like $60 because I don't think they knew they couldn't get away with that. They're just like $20. Put it out. It feels like a 1-2 switch, kind of like hand up, like whatever, bro.
Yep.
Just put it out.
Here's the thing that there's some B team guy was like, yeah, I'm making this thing. Nintendo's like, oh, okay, sure. We'll put it out for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
More like a tech demo, but sure.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's honestly, Nintendo supports their developers. They're just like, they're still making that thing. Oh well, I guess just put it out. Whatever. We forgot.
It's like when they put out the freaking Welcome Switch 2 thing and made you pay for it. Like,
yeah, I did pay for that.
Oh my gosh, she's
I had to find out.
Nintendo.
And then I couldn't finish all the stuff because I didn't have the camera.
Oh my gosh, you can just plug in like a USB webcam. Like,
I know, but I need the Piranha Plant camera that's bad.
Oh my gosh,
I need it. Ori is going to give me that 240p Piranha Plant camera.
Listen, you get the Piranha Plant camera, then you take the camera out of it, and then it's perfect.
Oh, now we're cooking with gas. I like the way you think. I like the way I don't know. You saying that it's the 13th is very intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what. You really
got
my brain.
They gotta do something with Mario. He's gonna jump and he's gonna be like, "Woohoo! It's Mario Galaxy 2! Woohoo!"
Over under, we get a Chris Pratt on stream. I think it's pretty high. I think it's over 50%.
He says, "Hey guys, it's me, Chris Pratt. We're doing."
I like stomping all those Tupas.
Yeah, stomping Koopas. Yep, and he says,
I remember when I was at the laundromat and they had a Mario Brothers game and I played that. That's the only time I played that game. That's what he said once.
Yeah, he did. He said that. Yeah, I played it at the laundromat.
Yeah, I love jumping on Boop. Is my favorite. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched that movie a lot because I have a small child, and she loves that movie.
It's a good movie.
It is. You know what? It's a good enough movie.
Yeah.
It is the safest thing in the world. I think the music drops in are stupid. The fact that they put Beastie Boys in a Mario movie is funny, but it's not very good.
Yeah.
Take On Me during the monkey scene where they're driving the carts is silly, and I'm just like, why do you have this? But whatever. It's fine.
Shoving the Mario Kart stuff in there was pretty weird.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this time you get around is Mario Karting. The Jack Black as Bowser is tremendous. He is really great in that movie. Also, Charlie Day as Luigi is inspired, and it's a really good casting. Honestly, all the castings not bad.
We didn't have enough Luigi was the issue with that movie.
Exactly, dude. If they make a expansion movie, I'll give you all my money.
Yeah,
I love Luigi.
Just get Charlie Day to do that whole thing.
Expansion 4. Make Luigi's Mansion 4 next level. I'll play that game a lot.
Have Charlie Day voice act Luigi in that thing. There you go.
That would be nice. That would be nice. They would never do that. They would never do that. But he's gonna go, "Ah, Mario," for the rest of our day.
Mario.
He's just gonna talk in the American movies, and that's it. He's gonna go, "I gotta say something, Mario." Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 4 would be great. That'd be great.
They would. There's a good chance that they announce that Mario movie 2 on this thing though. Like.
Yep. They will. I think it might be like the most inevitable thing I could think.
And they're like, yeah, and we got Wario, who's the evil.
Who's Danny DeVito? Danny DeVito is Wario.
Danny DeVito. Who's
not?
Who's gonna be Waluigi then? Who's gonna be Waluigi? That's the question.
Waluigi. Who would be Waluigi? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Do you have a good idea? I can't. Waluigi's your guy. You should know.
I'm more of a Wario guy. Wario's
Waluigi would be like Benedict Cumberbatch or something.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Well, and he also has Illumination cred too. He plays the Grinch.
Yeah.
He plays the worst Grinch, but
yeah.
The Grinch in that movie is so annoying because he's just mildly annoyed with everybody, and he doesn't like have like any real axe to grind. He's just kind of over it all. The whole thing about Grinch is that he sucks, and he sucks out loud, and he's like, I really hate everybody, and I'm actively trying to commit to your downfall. Like, that's the real Grinch.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they get like the gold lettered script, right, and then they hand that to Jim freaking Carrey.
Oh, that's perfect. Why did he also has animation credit because he did Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah.
So
yep.
He would.
They give him the gold lettered script. He you know, he's like, all right, I'll come back for this one. He says that every time.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
He did that for that Sonic 3 movie, and that movie was phenomenal. So.
They probably paid him a whole heap and ton of cash.
I'm pretty sure he's not coming back for that fourth one. I'm pretty certain.
Oh. He was just like, all right, I'll go back one more time, but you got to put two of them.
They kill him and they kill Shadow in that thing. So.
Oh, he's not dead, and neither is Shadow. They're fine. If they want to come back, they can. I'm sure they'll be like, oh, suddenly Eggman is okay. You know.
Fine. Yeah, I think that the Sonic series would have been fine ending with Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I think.
Oh, series at large? Wow.
They like that the thing caps off so well, like what the series wanted to be. And like that thing was like at the end, like developed at the end of like the Dreamcast's like life. It was like, you know, this is like our last like big game for the Dreamcast, you know.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what they were gonna do after the Dreamcast. They didn't know they'd be, you know, just another developer. But
we're gonna publish games on Xbox. That's what they said. We're gonna put all our games on Xbox. Every Dreamcast they go, we're gonna put it on Xbox.
They put most of those things on GameCube actually.
Like they put like Jet Set Radio on Xbox.
Yeah, I guess they had a good.
I think they put Shenmue on Xbox.
Yeah, well, that's because Xbox and Dreamcast were basically like the same console. Like under the hood, yeah. Under the hood, they were basically the same thing. So.
Xbox needed a VMU though. That's what I think.
It did need a VMU. Yeah, that would have saved the console.
Yeah, exactly. Put a little Tamagotchi of Master Chief in there. That'd be good. Yeah. That'd be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, they were jumping around. I think the only one they didn't flirt with was like Sony. Like they were flirting with Microsoft and Nintendo. But I don't think they had a whole lot on. In the later portion, they were putting like all like the multi-plats on PlayStation 2. Just like,
right.
But those were usually like worse ports of like the GameCube releases. Like the Sonic Heroes on PS2 is a really bad port. Like it runs so much better on GameCube.
Yeah, the GameCube version is the way to play that game.
Yeah, same thing with Shadow the Hedgehog.
The Xbox version of the game's pretty good too. I have to say that's not. Yeah, that PS2 one, like people are like, don't play this one.
At least with Heroes, I think it's that case with Shadow the Hedgehog as well, but I'm not sure on that one.
I always use Team Chaotix because I like SBO. He's cool.
Yeah, that game's
It's an
alright.
SBO Charmy, and who's the alligator?
Victor.
Victor, that's right. I
The
really liked them. They
crocodile.
were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a cool opening intro video where they were like graffitiing and wearing chains and stuff and using
Did you
beatboxes.
know
Like, yeah.
that the Chaotix were actually originally from the Sega 32X video game Knuckles Chaotix?
I get it.
Did
Team
you
Chaotic.
know?
Did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2? Let's not get into that again because we'll have to relitigate all that again. Watch this quick explainer video about what Doki Doki Panic was.
Oh, Doki Doki Panic, tell me more.
Doki Doki, Doki Doki. Yeah. Exactly.
But
yeah,
yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
like going from like Sonic Adventure 2 to Sonic Heroes, like there's such a tonal shift there. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
It's not gritty enough, Sonic Heroes. It's not gritty enough.
I wouldn't call
the-
Sonic Adventure 2 gritty. It just it knows when to be goofy and when to be serious in a way that Sonic Heroes just really doesn't take itself seriously at all, and then Shadow the Hedgehog takes itself way too seriously. So
I've got a gun and I say, "Fuck."
yeah. I mean, he's cool for it, but also
It is cool for it.
yeah.
Also,
I-
F you and everything.
I like those games, especially like Shadow the Hedgehog. I really like Shadow the Hedgehog, but they just don't live up to Adventure 2, and I just don't think any Sonic game ever will live up to Adventure 2. Like that thing just, all the pieces of that thing just mesh together so well. It takes what
we're due for another Sonic at some point, right? Like a new Sonic.
Yeah, I suppose so. They'll because they're kind of done with Frontiers. Frontiers was alright. And the Shadow Generations was just kind of like a yeah, we'll put out this remaster and just add this like DLC content to it. And the Shadow Generations piece was probably the best piece of that game. I didn't like initial like Sonic Generations, but I really like Shadow Generations for what it was. So
I like Sonic Generations for a bit. I like that game a lot. I just like little old Sonic that you can play as, little fat Sonic. That's fun.
yeah, classic Sonic just plays kind of bad in that game. Just play like the original games or Sonic Mania if you want to play as classic Sonic. Like,
You want to talk about the real best Sonic game? It's Mania. Mania is incredible. That game is awesome. I love that game.
yeah,
Sonic Mania.
that game's fine. It just it's not my type of like pure Sonic experience, but I
Yeah.
like that thing alright.
Yeah, then those people went off to make that freaking yo-yo game.
Penny's
Ugh.
Big Breakaway.
I actively dislike that game. I think
Mhm.
it plays like, I wish I liked that game. I think that game plays like crap.
Yeah,
And maybe I just didn't get it. I don't know. I can't. Ugh. Did not like that thing.
there's a lot of those like I need to play those Freedom Planet games at some point. I'd probably like those.
Oh, sure. Those are very Sonic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
For
There's
sure.
also those Spark the Electric Jester games I need to play as well.
Oh, I've heard Spark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that kind of covers a little bit about what we think the direct might be. I think I don't know. I don't think we'll be disappointed. I think it's a hefty one. So we're going to see a lot of new announcements, which is exciting. It's also like having the unknown, be known here soon is really exciting. I love my Switch 2. I had a scare with it today. I thought I got stolen out of my car, which is kind of. I was being a dummy and I forgot I went inside and put my bag in the car whenever I found out my tire was flat. And I went back in. I was like, "Where's my bag at?" My wife's like, "Oh no!" Like, no, I put it in the house. I'm a dummy. But yeah, I was just like, "Oh, the Switch 2 I can't play." That's the first thing I thought about because it was in my bag. But crisis averted. Whatever. I was just being a dummy. But yeah, I'm excited to see the future. you saying the Mario anniversary is the 13th really gets my head spinning. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna do something. Probably the trailer, most likely. But yeah, I'm with you there. So.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance that they put out Mario Galaxy 2 in some capacity.
They just put it standalone and go like, good luck getting 3D All Stars. Should have bought it 5 years ago, idiot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They would do that too.
They have like an upgrade path, but you can't get the upgrade unless if you have 3D All Stars already.
Yeah. They should just put it out digitally again. I don't know why we're like, I understand physical runs, sure, it runs out, we're not making more, but why not digital? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, keep it digital. It's so dumb. But anyway, yeah, that direct is in a couple days. I'm excited about that. So that's our topic for this week is Nintendo Direct stuff. Well, by the time we talk about it again, I'm sure they'll probably have a couple shadow drops in there. I imagine we'll probably hear more about some NSO stuff, which is exciting. I want to play Luigi's Mansion 1 again. I want to play that on NSO. That'd be fun. I love Luigi's Mansion. Just having all of them in one place would be great. 1, 2, and 3. Oh God, 3 is so good. I love the game so much. I was playing it again the other day. It's an incredible game. But yeah, we'll kind of run through kind of the ending a little bit here. All the shows, games, or we're done with the games portion. All shows, books, movies we're watching. I'll be pretty quick after you. But you finished what? The rest of our Shampoo episodes, right? For our tape stuck coverage of that.
Yep. I'm finished with my rewatch of that thing. Yeah, it's good stuff. So
Good show. Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I think I like that show. I don't love it. I do like it a fair bit. I don't think I'm there, but
I think that thing's the best thing that Watanabe's put out. So
sure, it's how I feel about Outer Wilds. Like we're just like on different scales of it, but I do like it. I see why it has mass appeal. So I have 6 more episodes to go. I haven't been able to sit down and watch as much stuff as I'd like because I've been very busy lately, but. That's something I'm going to finish in the next week, and hopefully I remember enough by the time you get back we can talk about it. So, but yeah, that's a great show. It's a very, very good show. So, anything besides Champloo you've been kind of catching up on?
Not really. Just seasonal stuff. Just watching more of the same. So, yeah, not much for me either. It's been the start of NFL season, and that's the only sport I like is football. So I watched a ton of that over the weekend, and they had a game on Thursday, they had a game on Friday, a whole week or a whole slate on Sunday, and they had Monday night. Like the NFL just took over my week, and that's all I was doing. And I went out of town. We had a draft with my fantasy team and cooked burgers and had hot dogs. It was great. We had a good time, and we all drafted players and got to watch the opening game together. That was a good time. Yeah, that was fun. I'm enjoying NFL. The only time I pay attention to sports is during this season. But I also made some time for some shows. More Shangri-La Frontier. That show continues to be great. I'm excited to watch more of that. That's a hilarious thing.
Yeah, it's super good. More old Bleach. I'm just trying to bust through that substitute arc. I need to just sit down and just go like, okay, I'm finishing this now. Just so I can get to the Soul Society stuff, which I'm excited about. Because that beginning of that show has dragged so much. I'm just ready to get. I'm trying to get through JJK season 2 so I can watch the Culling Game stuff. I think I'm gonna go back to the manga and read all that and see if I can start liking it. I don't know. I've started really going back and reading a lot of manga lately. I feel like I need to do that for the JJK so I get a base understanding of what I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something for JJK that everyone else is saying. So, yeah, I'm going back and doing that. But yeah, I've been honestly in a horror mood lately for watching stuff. We watched Fear Street 1994 recently. We're part of the Fear Street trilogy. Honestly, quadrilogy. There's another movie, but it's a Netflix series that has like a shared universe sort of thing, and it's pretty good. It's like Hunger Games, or not Hunger Games. Sorry, it's like freaking Stranger Things. I don't know why I said Hunger Games. Like a kind of a throwback horror show, which is fun. Yeah, the movie's good. I really liked it, and there's a couple sequels, so we'll probably watch that this coming week, my wife and I. But the big movie I've been watching, or I watched twice actually, is Weapons. Oh man, this movie is incredible. So it's from the director of Barbarian. I was gonna go see this a couple weeks ago, and I bailed on it because I wanted to spend some time with some family. People were out of town, they all came back, whatever. Um, Weapons is my favorite movie I've seen this year. It's incredible stuff. It's the only premise you need to know, and I don't know if you're a big horror person for movies. I'm not sure. Um, the premise is an entire classroom of kids leaves suddenly at 2:17 in the morning, runs out of their house, and never to be seen again. Um, and that's the premise of the movie. Like this whole community is trying to pick up the pieces and kind of find out what happened. And it gets zany. It's got one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in a movie. Like it, and I think I tend to skew slightly hyperbolic about some things that I like, but I mean it when I say like the end of this movie is batshit. It is absolute batshit. It's mayhem. It's insanity. But it's fantastic. It's really good performances all around. It's got the girl from Ozark in it, Julia Garner, and Josh Brolin, the guy who played Solo, Alden Ehrenreich. He's in it. Really good stuff. It's the second movie from Zach Kreger, who did Barbarian, and he also is from The Whitest Kids You Know, like this comedy troupe act from the '90s. But his next movie is going to be a Resident Evil movie, which is exciting. He hasn't missed for me yet, so I'm excited to see what he does with that. He's a huge fan of the games, and that's encouraging. So, Weapons I watched by myself the other night, and then my wife watched it with me last night, and she really liked it too. So that's kind of all I've been watching. I've been reading some more manga. I'm almost caught up with current Vinland Saga for the volumes. I'm waiting for that last book to release, which it won't release for another year or so, I imagine. So I'm trying to find different avenues to just read it online. Haven't found anything I want to stick to yet. That series is just phenomenal. You need to read that. It's one of the best pieces of work I've ever read. Like just philosophically and the artistic merit of it. It's incredible stuff. I would be hard pressed to see something as good as it in the manga space in a long time. It's a complete work. It's a complete thought. It's an absolutely gorgeous work of art. I love Vinland Saga so much. I'm so glad I started reading it. I can't stop thinking about it. And when I read a book, I can't put it down. Like I sit through each volume and just blast through it. I've been kind of doing 2 a night, and there's 14 volumes out, so I've been reading 2 a night all the way until I've caught up with the current sort of bit. But and I started a new manga called Kagurabachi. Have you heard of this?
Maybe. Is that the... What's it called?
Kagurabachi. It's it's like one of these new age mangas that people like swear by. It feels very JJK, but with like some Demon Slayer influence. It's very popular. Very, very popular. Yeah, it's like Shonen Jump's new thing.
I never heard of this, but yeah, it seems like that
kind
of thing.
Yeah. I imagine it's getting an anime very soon.
Oh,
like
yeah.
very soon. It's like one of those things. It's basically so popular, like American artists are paying homage to it and their stuff. Like for instance, there was an artist for DC who did a homage cover of Batman to Kagurabachi's first cover. So like it's like a direct rip, and it looks same thing, color palette, same pose as Chihiro is doing, just for Batman, and it's kind of sick. I was like, dang, all right, people are on to Kagurabachi in a big way, but it's basically like JJK with swords. Like it really feels that way. I think I like it better than JJK for now. I hope that changes at some point. But basically, not to get too into it because it's getting late. But it revolves around these swords, and these swords are like nuclear weapons, basically. Like when people use them, like things go bad. Basically, this Chihiro is the son of this famed swordsmith who made 6 swords. They each had different powers, and they were used in a war against evil. But now they've gotten into the wrong hands, a bunch of mob members, and they're starting to use them for their own ends. They basically killed his father to kind of get these swords and wreak havoc. And he's basically wielding the 7th sword that's like no one's ever heard of, that his dad made specifically for him. It has powers that the others don't. So it's cool. I like it. I'm about 10 chapters in of 90 something. I will blast through it. I'm sure it's very short to just read manga, so it seems really good. it's going to get a show here very soon. I could just see it. So it feels nice to get on the ground floor, something new. It was like that for Sakamoto days before I stopped reading that for a while, and then they had the show for that too. So that's all for me. That's all for me. Yeah. Kind of wrap up. We're looking to do some tape stuck stuff when Noah returns, as well as hopefully the Dark Souls stuff. We'll do our well best to get that out there. We really both want to do that and talk about that at length. Yep. But that'll be probably right after the shampoo stuff, since that'll be easier to just talk about. The Dark Souls thing is going to be relatively involved, I imagine. So yeah, that's the stuff going forward. I don't know. Any closing thoughts for you? Any little bits you wanted to add for your kind of final what you're looking at stuff, or how you feeling?
Yeah, that's about all I've got.
That's a podcast. I think we've made 22 of these things, and some are better than others. Hopefully this one's a lot better. We're trying to get tech issues down. It's been kind of frustrating on my end. But hopefully the changes we made are helping. Fingers crossed. So yeah. For Noah-san, I am Power Kun.
Sure.
And this has been Stick Drift. Thank you for listening. We love you very dearly. Konnichiwa and goodbye.
I don't think that's the right one.